last time on the Dynamics of Good and Evil. Bundle, the Tabaxi Ranger, Dashkin, the Barbarous Dragonborn, Mephisto, Barding Warlock, Feliana, Tadarel, etc., etc., and Ranya, the Ghostwise Druid, along with their dwarven hireling Undulin McLear, were entertained by a traveling troupe of clownish, carousing performers while waiting on their dragon friend to recover from a fight that did not go so well. After much confusion involving a young storyteller and bard, the crew were able to steal away to plan for their next move into the Marsh of Swamp. The group spent the night discussing a plan of action to pursue ridding the north-lying marsh of dragon cultists. During said extended conversation, Vanya revealed details of his condition bestowed by his patron, Lady Owl, earlier in the adventure, and Undulin herself pointed out how little time they may actually have to get his affairs in order before he is transformed and collected. This prompted the party to reconfigure their approach and decide on a quickly constructed conflict. During the next few days of downtime, Fel did odd jobs for the people of the community of Hamlet Heights and received rewards aplenty. Dashkin slowly recovered and eventually became able to adventure for the immediate time being. And Rania and Bundle, well, we're going to return to them now that we are back to the Dynamics of Good and Evil. Wednesdays on Twitch.
Yeah!
Yay.
Alright, so what you missed last time, Bundle, was we did a brief time skip because it was going to take a few days for Dash to fully heal.
Okay.
So Fel went around and did odd jobs. And then there's also...
Dash did, wow, fucking nothing.
You were also nearly beaten to death, so... Just saying.
I got close.
He was beaten
to
into
nothing
shock.
done.
He wasn't beaten into death.
I got close to nothing done. I made a bad choice. Oh.
Honestly, it could have been worse.
Alright. So, is there anything you would like Bundle to do over the 3-4 day buffer time?
Let's see. Knowing him, he would still be trying to do his roguish ways. He'd see if there's any one of the quips in this particular town.
Okay. I will roll something.
Is it the quips or the quicks?
I think it's a quicks.
Quicks.
But they give quick quips.
Something like that, yeah.
Quick quicks.
Alright.
That's where Bundle
So-
learned all his dad jokes.
Silly bundle, quicks are for kids.
I'm going to hurt you.
You do some snooping, as your snooping ways have taught you to snoop. And after a while, you come to the realization that, you know what, maybe they haven't reached this town yet, because everyone seems so innocent and mildly jovial, as compared to the sort of edge that you've seen displayed by every other quickslamber you've encountered.
So everybody
The
here.
edgiest person in town is the blacksmith, and that's probably just because he cuts himself while trying to make metal.
That makes me a little sad.
What?
Damn.
Understood. When Bundle realizes this, that he's probably not going to get too much going on in that regard, he starts looking to I guess, re-equip himself, because in terms of roguish gear, he's kind of lacking. So,
Alright, so you want to visit the shops or something?
yes.
Alright. Yeah, there's a general store, and there is also a traveling merchant drops by on the second day. So, what exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for things I can continue making either poisons for myself or just little knickknacks I can use for my own devious things, like say chili powder to be thrown in someone's face or something like that.
Alright.
You want that fucker to die if you do that.
You know, those claw their eyes out.
Yeah.
Just like
Basically.
Mom taught me.
I'm trying to make their fight as hard as possible. Rogues don't play fair.
Of course not. Then they lose.
You play fair? Yeah.
All right.
And I am not in the game of losing.
All right.
Caught the bastard.
I'm also gonna say you decide to. You have a brief inspiration. Like, wait a minute. I think I know who else I should talk to. And you look towards the clans and like, I wonder if they have anything.
Okay.
Oh god. Ninja clones.
And,
Why are they ninjas now?
Ninja clones.
Yeah. So do you want to visit the traveling merchant first, or you want to visit the traveling troupe?
We'll go with the. Hush you. We're gonna go with the merchant first.
All right. It is a.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Governor.
Panda?
Can you hear us?
Are you good, Panda?
That's not good at all.
Once again,
It is an elven woman with golden, just knots of hair. Come in with, and they usher you. They have a brief selection of herbs and selected like ointments, salves that they point you to.
I got harsh cooking spices. Something that's not necessarily hard to work with. We're talking like offensive to the nose or eye.
All right. Well, she does have basic curry powder, and she has rock salt.
I could do something with that. All right.
You can
Okay.
hear us now.
Testing.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Oh, God. What the fuck is up with my internet today?
Can't say for sure.
don't know.
Anyway,
But yes, the
That's
traveling
okay.
merchant has rock salt and curry powder. That seems to, well, tend to your needs for the moment, possibly.
All right. I ask how much.
She could give you like, depends how much do you want. She has like vials. She has whole rocks of salt. She has tiny little like fist-sized pot of curry powder.
A fist size. Okay.
Just throw that at someone's
Yeah,
face.
she has like basic vials, like little like single, double serving sizes, and then she has. This is for This is for long journeys.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. How much for? About 5 vials of each.
5 single-use vials of curry.
Yes.
5 silver.
5 silver. All right, I can swing that. And what about the rock salt? Can I just get a nice hunk of it? I guess.
Oh yeah, you can pick out a good size hunk for. Like the biggest hunk she can give you would probably be only like 8 silver.
All right.
big hunk.
Give me enough that will be about 5 silvers worth.
It's a rock.
All right, it's a little. The hunk.
Just
Okay.
imagining a tiny rock in his hands. Tiny Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
All right. Let's see. Now I'm going to ask for kind of specific stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a file, like a nail file, or like something that I can use to file something down with?
She does not. She would recommend you check out a smith because they would have
Okay.
basic metal tools. Either that or like a general store. Like
All right. What about scissors?
scissors, she does have.
Okay. How much for the scissors?
Scissors.
Brett has become a Pokemon.
Brett, use DM.
That was a poor joke. That was a poor joke, and you should know that.
It was super effective.
I'm gonna say...
The campaign used time constraints. Insta-kill.
She give you some scissors for 2 gold.
2 gold. Okay.
They're fine iron scissors.
So I'm up to 3 gold, 2 silver at this point.
I guess.
No, 3 gold, 3 silver. So give me a second.
I think it's time we started robbing people.
And at this point, I'm going to see if she wouldn't mind buying some of the things that I have.
Alright, she agrees to take a look at your wares.
He's the rogue. I have moral codes. You decide who robs who.
Finally, you guys are selling shit.
Let's see.
I have nothing of value.
I know I have this crossbow, but I don't have any bolts, and I don't feel like investing in bolts.
Oh, so you're gonna sell the masterwork?
I'm gonna see if I can get what she would give me for it, if she can give me a decent appraisal.
Okay.
And me as a character would know. I would know how much this is relatively worth, right? Because I know what it is.
You know it's impeccably crafted, but you would say you could probably buy something like this upwards of like 30, 40, 50 gold.
Still good dash.
Oh yeah, that's still a very great buy. Very great buy indeed.
She...
Can I start selling my berries?
I don't know, do they last longer than a week?
Some of them do. And even if they don't, they won't know.
They won't know.
And just like that, Anya's alignment
She's
three
willing
sizes
to... She's willing
I'm still
to buy the crossbow for you for 29 gold.
29 gold. All right, hang on.
Or rebel neutral, I mean.
All right, go ahead. Roll that persuasion if you want to. I want to see how this goes.
Nothing for me has changed.
I have Bundle's Old Liar, which I have never really used.
Ooh.
I should get a dulcimer. A dulcimer.
You want to carry that big ass thing around?
Hell yeah, I do. It's a dulcimer.
Okay, have fun
I've
with
actually
that.
got to break out the
What's the
player's
way again?
handbook.
What?
Yeah, I got a lot of random crap.
Alright.
I have 8 strength, but I can rock a dulcimer.
I think you may have to get your boyfriend to carry it.
Yeah. A liar.
If only I had
She's
loot.
gonna check it out to see how well it's been used.
Canonically, Bundle has only used it like 3 times.
Alright. She looks at it as lightly used. She's like, alright. How does 22 gold sound?
You get 23 just to spite her.
Bundle strokes his chin for a second and says, it's not bad. And he places it on there. Starts pulling out more stuff. Let's see. I have the croc teeth necklace that I made. I'm gonna put that down as well. See how much that's worth.
Damn, why don't we make jewelry?
Wow, her investigation is shit.
I'm a druid, not an arts and crafts student.
I know, but you have a good survival.
Alright. Roll something.
That's meant for survival.
As you do in Dungeons and Dragons.
And,
Alright, I'll roll
and
something.
and for harvesting stuff.
She compliments you on your bare bones craftsmanship. Haha. And says, how about that one I could probably get for 18 gold?
And I also offer the spare teeth that I had, and I had 3 teeth left.
And I can give you like 9 silver for those.
Alright. So 18.
My kid can pass without a stutter.
plus 9.
I have some
Okay.
Dragonborn scales I got from Dashigan once.
I'm having to like clear out all this random bullshit because my inventory is ridiculous.
You
My-
and Ronnie's
my-
both.
My legs should have broken.
Why haven't you put stuff in the cart?
I have. That's the sad thing. I
Put
have.
more
It's
shit.
like in Skyrim, it's like, I have too much shit. I'm gonna drop it off in this barrel and then come back. Like, just keep running back and forth between shop and barrel. Like, okay, here, to buy this.
It's like, oh, sorry, man, I don't have more gold. It's like, ah, shit.
I'm so
Why
proud
does
of
Dragon
you.
Balls weigh so much?
I'm so proud of you, Brett. You're finally able to make references beyond like the early 20s.
Wow.
I just referenced 47 of Ronin earlier.
No.
He did. I pull out then the Miller coins and the pyrite that I've just been holding on to because I have no clue what they were even for.
Okay, let's see if she knows anything about Miller coins. No, she does not. She does not recognize them, the Miller coins. So she says, like, they seem like they could be sold for scrap metal. She doesn't seem like she'd be a coin collector of coin. However, the pyrite,
Spin her a tail.
she looks at it and is like, all right, basic minerals. I can work with this. How much do you have of pyrite? Is it just like 3 pieces?
1 second. I have 5 pieces of pyrite.
All right, so you have roughly 10 ounces of pyrite. Okay, let's go with. She can offer you 4 gold for the whole lot of pyrite.
Alright. I'll get that off of my thing. So I'm just doing the math here. I'm at 70 gold and 6 silver.
She's starting to look anxiously at her pocketbook, like,
Yeah,
like all the store owners in Skyrim probably do after I
after you
clean
go
them
in
out.
with like every fucking thing.
And at this point, I know that I'm basically kind of unloading all my crap. So I look to her and ask, "What do you have on you that's worth a little bit of gold, so that way I'm not walking away with all your coin."
Selling stuff
again,
at the
she
general
says,
store.
like, well, it depends what you're in the mood for. I've got camping supplies. I've got a couple of small potion vials and some with potions in them. I've got jams, jellies, some
Actually,
pottery.
I'll
and,
take some of those potions.
She's sort of like a bazaar, a mini bazaar.
I got you. Well,
A place is many things.
I ask how much are the potion vials.
The vials.
I could use some of those actually.
That's what I'm buying them for.
Because you all just keep eating the potion vials.
No. She can sell you.
You
the
eat
vials
everything,
for a gold
glass
apiece.
and all.
For how much?
A gold apiece. She has let me see here. Let me roll. She has 11 vials available.
I'm buying 10 of them.
All right. 10 gold.
All right.
And,
And let's see. Do I have anything else I can just? Okay. I have the. I'm just gonna throw away the light leaf because I don't even know why I even still have that.
What is it?
A leaf. A random leaf. I have it written down as light leaf. I don't even know what it is.
God, that's scratching at my. What the hell was it? It's not the radiant thread because that's different.
No.
I'm still holding on to that.
I think it's one of those.
Oh god, the radiant thread.
I think it's just one of those things that I just picked up while I was in the Feywilds. I just thought, I'll look into it, and I never did.
Oh yeah, you might have been plucked it from like the keep while you were exiting or entering the keep or something.
Yeah.
Keep that shit, man. It might be
I
useful.
still have the hunger draft.
I ask her, is it even worth anything to her?
To her?
To her.
It's a leaf.
She is an
I
elf.
tell her I tell her where it's from, and I tell her its origin, and I ask, is it worth anything?
As far as you know, that can
Okay,
make some bomb ass
she takes it, sniffs it, and breaks off a bit of the stem and licks it. It's like,
She turns into a dwarf.
okay.
Now, mind you, we haven't been in the Feywilds in 2.5 months.
All right, so she looks at
Very
it.
well worked
All
differently.
right, it's a bit dry, but I can probably let you go off with this for. This is a good spice.
900.
9 silver.
That'll work.
Damn, 9 silver for a leaf.
Mm.
Okay. And get rid of that. And I then pull out the pouch of psychedelic mushrooms.
Oh,
When did you get hold of those?
Those are old. Those are dry as
He's
shit.
had those since like Summerfeld.
Yes.
You bought them in Summerfeld.
Shit.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh yeah, you bought them in Summerfeld.
I
You
totally
made fish
did.
with them.
I ask her, hey, I'm not sure how this would work with you, but I've been using this as a base for some of my poisons whenever I have to deal with some bigger creatures that I gotta hunt. Do you think you can make some use out of this?
Do you describe?
I describe the effects of these psychedelic mushrooms in detail because he's
Okay.
used them before.
Okay. She's like, Do you have it written down how many you have?
Yes, I have. As soon as I go back up to it, I have 2 intact psychedelic mushrooms left.
All right. She looks at them. Is like, this is probably the last thing I can do with you because I'm almost running out. I can buy each of those from you for 6 apiece.
6 silver apiece or
6 gold.
Oh.
Oh shit.
All right, I happily give it to her because I already have the poison I need for this.
She even shadily takes it from you and shoves it inside of like her robe sleeve.
And at this point, because I know I've basically taken her for almost all she's worth, I then ask, now, if I may, because this has been a wonderful transaction for me, and I know that I've taken up much of your time. First and foremost, do you have any free time anytime this afternoon?
You motherfucker.
Don't!
Well, if you're,
Don't!
Well-
This is not what you think.
well, fella, if you're not gonna play the bard, he might as well try.
Okay. She's gonna insight that. Okay, she got a 19 on insight, so she cocks an eyebrow and like the corner of her mouth smiles like, oh.
Because I know the effects of this as well, and pulls out one of his cannabis cigarettes. So a joint.
Oh. Her face kind of drops like, oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I have
College is
my
way
specific
behind.
my specific genealogy it has no effect on me. Those specifics.
Really?
She a dwarf?
No, she's an elf.
Oh.
Half
Yeah.
elf?
What?
Like, no, are we talking like full on elf or half elf? Yeah, that's
Full
the
elf.
actual full elf.
Do
Okay.
they have resistances to that?
Bundle did not know that, so he
Well,
he
no,
blinked.
she just no. It's not all. Okay, roll a intelligence check, general intelligence.
Okay.
I
11.
mean,
You've come across people in general, across like races entirely, who they just THC does not affect them, and like
damn it.
Oh, and he just kind of blinks, like, oh,
it's like
There
wow,
was-
that doesn't happen to me in like years. Like whoa.
he just pockets it, says, huh, Hero was gonna use it as a bargaining chip. Oh well.
Damn, snort it.
To which he then says, all right, I do appreciate your time and your candor, and can you point me in the direction of the blacksmith?
Oh yeah, they point you to the city square, and you can't miss it. It's right across from the well.
All right.
It's the one
So-
with all the smoke billowing out of the bellows.
All right. So just full disclosure, from this transaction, I got 73 gold and 5 silver.
Not bad,
Neat. That's all your stuff.
considering how you were fucking broke.
Yeah, I was broke. I was down to my last 10 gold. So I'm happy now.
All right,
now
yeah,
you
point you to the blacksmith.
All right, and I asked specifically for a file.
All right, there's a couple there's like a couple young kids were helping out the blacksmith, and they point out, can we run it? Sure, I guess. Yay! And they run to the counter and leap on the stools that allow them to look over the desk because it's so tall. Like, okay, you want a file? We got those. You want small file? Pulls out like little like nails. Or you want big file? And they pull out one that's almost as big as their arms.
Bundle kind of blinks
Like old Looney Tunes trying to break out of jail file.
Jeez.
Big file!
I ask if they have anything in the middle.
Well, we have,
Snap the piece off
we
the
have
big file.
this, and they pull out something that looks like someone cut a cheese grater into like thirds.
Okay.
Like a side of a cheese grater, not a whole cheese grater, but like
Right.
Yeah, it's like that size, like a little bigger than your hand.
Okay, that's a little closer to what I was looking for. And I ask, all right, how much?
A little girl in the back starts playing with the abacus. Dum 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 dum.
Aww. Little children. I'm never having kids.
They look at you like 3 gold, please.
Can
Like
I insight the kids to make sure that? Because I mean, I would feel iffy buying from a child, but this takes the cake.
That sounds like some fleecing to me.
Sure.
Never mind.
I'm gonna be generous. You kind of get the impression this is kind of a poor town, so they price it. It's like the movie theater. They price it up just a little bit, just so that way they can survive.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
kind of what you're getting, anyway.
I can understand that then. Then I'll pay the.
True.
How old are these children?
They're like 9 and 8.
Oh,
No.
Bundle's not gonna swindle a child. That's a low.
I would.
Congratulations, you're not the rogue.
Congratulations, you're a douchebag.
But
Achievement unlocked.
I'm gonna pay the 3 gold for the file.
All right, you got a medium-sized file.
All right.
And,
And I want to ask if they have any arrows, but not the typical arrows. Anything a little bit fancier.
okay. They have practice arrows, which are just wooden shafts without tips. And other than that, they have standard iron and steel tipped, and a couple with rocks on the end.
And those are basically like standard arrows, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, they do have the practice arrows, which are just like just the wooden shaft with like feathering.
I have an idea for those, so I'll take 10 of them, of the practice arrows.
All right. They hand you off that very easily. Fuck are they?
So that's like half a quiver.
Let's go with. Yeah, they just ask for a gold.
Okay, I give them a gold. And I'll get a quiver of arrows as well.
A quiver worth of arrows?
Yes, a quiver's worth of arrows to put into the super
Okay,
quiver.
they ask for 2 gold, 5 silver.
Okay. So down to the 7 gold exactly. And do they have like a sharpening stone?
They do outside.
All right. I asked, does it cost to use the sharpening stone?
Only if you buy materials. Yeah, only if you need to buy like raw materials like lead or things.
Okay. Well, I asked, would I need anything to sharpen my silver dagger, my rapier, and my
silver
dagger.
Oh no.
And my
silver,
dagger.
they're very inexperienced with. But what were the other ones you mentioned?
Wait a second. Don't we have an item to work with silver?
I don't have it. Bundle does not have it.
Dash again?
Dash has it. Yeah, the thimble.
What about the thimble?
Where is the thimble? I know I had it.
Oh no!
Not the thimble.
Wait, is it inside the cart?
No,
Oh, I checked that.
I know I wrote this down in my inventory. The fuck? Where'd it go?
Oh. I also have got to put in there. I do still have my costume clothes, but their condition is now considered ruined because I've been using them for scraps of cloth.
Okay, I know I have the thimble, but for some reason it's not in my inventory anymore. So, what's your call on that, bro?
I can't remember which book I got that out of. Let me see. Is it a magic item? Might have been a magic item. God,
Yeah, it was
I
like-
hate dead air, but I'm trying to find it.
Quick, having thing.
If I remember correctly, it was specifically for novice, like metal workers. For
Yeah, it was like
buying stuff.
it was basically like you get advantage on smithing checks with finer materials.
Yeah, so, and Dash was practicing how to smith with Roderick before we left.
Yeah, but aren't you kind of incapacitated?
That
You
is
still
true.
walk in
There's-
and ask her about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, I'll finish up my shopping first, and I'll go to him next. So
Can I
think I'm-
plop a healing spirit on Dash's chest to make his recovery faster?
Sure.
that's a good
Well-
question.
Oh,
Really?
alright.
I do this at level 3 then. And for every turn, I can heal you again.
The hell's that noise?
Be healed.
Oh yeah, Dash, you're healed. You're healed. It's
Hooray.
like midday of the day before you leave. It's like you can now walk around very carefully.
There's currently a healing
I can
scroll
do stuff.
on top of you. It's staring at you. It makes you feel uncomfortable, but it's currently healing you.
Christ.
There.
All right.
Regardless, I'm gonna wait for.
All right. What else, Bundle? Oh, you're
I
gonna ask
think-
about the silver dagger.
Yes.
What else?
Well, the silver dagger, the black rapier, and the dagger of venom.
The dagger with venom, the venom dagger. You kind of get the idea that if you do sharpen it, you will have to reapply.
I'll have to reapply the venom to it.
Yeah, because you might. It's kind of porous, so you might be when sharpening, you might discourage those pores.
Ah, okay. Well then, I might not do it with that.
The silver, I'm gonna say they're inexperienced with it. So the black rapier, though,
Be back real quick.
you could make an attempt.
All right. I mean, it's just a rapier that is basically painted, isn't it? Or is it made of black metal?
Black metal.
Okay. Well, then I ask to get the rapier sharpened and ask how long it'll take.
Okay. Dig out to the bellows again, and it usher you to the blacksmith. He's like, I can have it for you by either end of the day or tomorrow morning.
That'll work. We're going to be here a while. Believe that's all I would need for now, but I may come back later to have my other weapons tended to.
Nods.
And with that, I go over to see how Dash is doing.
He's up.
Hey, Bundle.
Oh, don't you look like a 5-pound bag of shit? He says with a
Ah,
jerk, with a snicker.
what's up?
Oh, nothing much. Gearing up for when you're nice and battle ready.
Hopefully I should be good here in the next day.
I'd be willing to give you a little something pain that you might be in, but I'm afraid that you might melt the bed you're in. He says again, jokingly.
And that or whatever else that you may have might just not have an effect on me.
Yeah, considering that you're, I've now met the second person that I can't influence with this. He says as he pulls out just a nugget of THC that he has yet to use,
Shrug.
and he just pockets it back and says, "All right, but on the real though, how long do you think you'll be?"
Is Dash able to determine when he thinks he'll be good?
We're
to
currently in
go?
the middle of the downtime, so you got like a day and a half, 2 days.
With how I'm feeling, probably day, 2 days.
That's not too bad, I suppose.
Yeah, figure being able to move is a good sign.
Considering all that you went through, I'd say it's a great.
He just
But-
kind of nods.
That being said, you wouldn't happen to have anything to help with sharpening materials. I know you've been basically the walking armory, so I would expect something of that of you.
I know you got Dash a whetstone that he still has. Which he goes into his stuff and pulls that out.
Okay. Well, I was hoping something a little bit more for something like this. He says he pulls out his silver dagger. Because the smith there, he has the ability to do it, but rather interesting process, according from what I've been told.
I mean, I do have that thimble.
Thimble? What thimble?
Dash goes into his stuff and looks for the thimble.
Yeah, you find the symbol, you pull it out, and it dings like in cartoons when you pull out something shiny.
Yeah, it's a silver thimble, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if I use this with the whetstone, it'll have a better effect.
Actually, not a bad thing to try it on.
Yeah, I'm going to reconfigure the stats. It'll give you advantage on metallurgy effects with silver, but no other material.
Okay, and what do I roll for metallurgy or sharpening in this?
Yo, dog, can you make me some bracelets?
So what would I be rolling in this case?
You would have... Don't you have proficiency with Smith's tools by yet?
You never told me whether or not I got anything from working with Roderick.
He did spend a lot of time doing that, though.
Yeah.
Nearly as much time as a run you did.
And the entire point of doing that was so I could start working with metals and such. And
Yeah, I'm going
use
to say you could roll a d20 plus 3.
plus 3.
Yeah, basic proficiency.
Wouldn't that be our proficiency bonus then?
Yeah, d20 plus 3.
Our proficiency bonus is 4.
Oh.
It is.
All right,
Yeah, we leveled up. Oh.
Alright, so I roll 2d20 and add 4.
Yeah.
Alright, just gonna roll 2 raw d20.
Yeah, do it.
That's
Do
a
it.
20 when trying to sharpen with the thimble.
Alright, yeah, you managed to sharpen the silver dagger the more you... After you finagle with it while Bundle's away. I want to say, Bundle, if you give him the dagger, he will be able to do something with it by tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And how much do Smith's tools cost?
I wouldn't think too expensive.
Yeah, because I might have Dash try to pick up us, since I'd be proficient with smith tools at this point, right?
20 gold.
Yeah, Dash will, after the sharpening of the next day, Dash is gonna pick up a set of smith's tools.
You get it.
And I am proficient in those now, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Not expertise, but you're proficient.
As long as I'm proficient, that's all that matters.
Hey, better off than you thought.
Yes. But yeah, whenever he's done sharpening the silver dagger, he'd give it back to the bundle. There you go.
Alright, take it back.
Damn
Keep it. And say I owe you an actual drink. Just try and keep it down.
Dash notes. Well, whenever we get out of this dry country and finish up our work in the swamp.
Of course. But I think that's all the things I can really do right now, and I've taken up a lot of time, so let's keep going.
Oh, you weren't going to visit the clans?
Oh, yes, the clans. Fuck. I go see them.
You mention what you're looking for, and they produce 2 tins of itching powder.
Huh.
They also have a single tin of tickling powder.
How much for both?
For all 3 tins included, or just one of each?
One of each, if I was to use it.
6 gold each.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's a
Then
joke item, so I'm going by like joke shop rules.
Okay. Well, then I ask, can tickling and itching powder, you said?
Yes.
Alright, buy up all the itching powder they have.
Alright, yeah, they have 2. So they have 2 tins.
Okay, 2
Like
tins.
like Altoid cases.
Okay. Well, 2 tins of itching powder.
Hey, bundle of these mints. Can I have one?
No!
Keep away from my shit!
And... Alright. See, itching powder. Do they have any alcohol?
Clans?
Yes, the clans. Do they have any alcohol? I just thought of something.
No, they have seltzer.
The complete opposite of what I need. Alright.
They don't even have any gin.
I say I'm done there, and then any more I'm sure there's a tavern around here, right?
Dry.
Dry.
Are you okay?
We're in a dry town.
When we get out of this dry country.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
forgot.
Fel might have something. She
The
does have
father
the
thinkers
beer.
don't believe in the alcohol, you see?
She does have a beer of water breathing and a whiskey bottle with a mechanical scorpion inside.
No,
Also,
no.
fun fact, the DC
I
to sharpen a
need to
dull
face-
blade is...
Full disclosure, I'm trying to buy cheap beer to use as a poor man's napalm.
You. Ow! Jesus Christ!
I mean, they probably do have flasks of oil.
That is true. Do they have any oil?
I'm gonna be nice and say you go to the general store, they have rubbing alcohol, and they have oil.
I'm going to need oil, not rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
Don't drink rubbing alcohol, kids.
Yeah, don't.
Don't drink oil.
I mean, rubbing alcohol you could mix, but...
I guess
It's
that
not
is
great.
true. That would be another experiment that could go. So why not?
I knew an asshole that drunk soap.
That's bad.
Yes.
But
He's an alcoholic.
I buy. Let's see. How much oil and how much rubbing alcohol?
They have 5 flasks of oil and 4 flasks of rubbing alcohol.
Give me 2 flasks of oil and all that rubbing alcohol.
2 flasks of oil and all that rubbing alcohol. Let me see. just saw it. Oil. Okay, the oil will cost you 3 silver each. And the rubbing alcohol will cost you 5 silver.
Right.
They each come with a little pasted sticker on them that say, "Be warned, drinking alcohol can cause you to be lightly poisoned. Don't do it." Signed, the Father Thinkers.
Lord.
Imagine if liquor bottles came with pictures of diseased livers.
That's
Pretty sure dry includes all kinds of drugs.
Yeah, they didn't say that.
doesn't say that.
Regardless,
I'm going
let's not linger on getting the town hot.
I think in this case it would be. Well, yeah, it would be high. Plus, too many kids around. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm saying let's not derail for shenanigans. Like,
Stoned children are even fun.
No, they're not. And no, I am not speaking from personal experience.
So you weren't one of the cool teachers?
anyway,
Alright, and you want to end your stuff right there, Bundle?
Yes.
Alright, that brings us to Rania. What did you want to spend 4 days doing?
Well, last week, or rather the week before, I said that I was trying to do perception to increase my perception. But apparently I need a teacher for that.
Yeah, and you need at least 15 days, the minimum, to hone a skill properly.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't pay to try and rush learning skills. Cram is not recommended.
I would like to make some money around town since we're broke as shit.
Alright, what do you do to make money?
You did make those better berry smoothies once.
What you think?
Sir, you're gonna need a license to to start selling shit in this town.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Listen.
Joking.
I would consider it, but I don't think it'd make enough money. So instead,
it's worth a shot.
this is a
It's
farming
still
community.
money.
It's still money.
But this is a farming community. I'm pretty sure they would prefer like a boost to their ability to produce crops rather than anything else. So,
You're assuming an awful lot.
They'd also like to. Some people would also like to crack the cold ones.
It's worth a shot?
Prohibition era was a thing. Speakeasies were definitely a thing.
I'm not going to start.
Also, you're selling better berry smoothies. That's not exactly a margarita.
Exactly. So
I'm not the one who brought up margaritas.
You mentioned dry.
I mentioned,
Unless you're spiking
I
them
was
with the
saying
rubbing
drugs.
alcohol, you should be fine.
Anyway, I'm going to ask what they if they need any help around town with anything. They're just assuming that.
Okay, now I get to roll the quest table again.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Don't let
Here
us.
we go.
Don't let us derail.
Ronnie gets to go on a mini quest.
Go.
if it's
Yeah,
just something that can be
this'll
done in a
this'll
few
be a
days,
mini
we're gonna
quest.
be- yeah.
7.
It's honestly, it's not as bad as you think.
I'm gonna. Rania gets involved with some chickens.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Jesus Christ.
Let's let me try the other book, because that will probably end up better. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
For fucking
Roll for paranormal activity. There is a fall festival going on, and they ask if you could help with building an activity field. Like last year, they had like a hayride, and this year they want to see you build a hedge maze. Hello? Hello? God damn it. No. Oh, there we go. Hello?
Hello.
We're back. Yeah, so well, I did not hear anything after I announced.
I said if this is taking too much time, I can just concentrate on making better berries or potions for
Oh
us.
no,
instead.
they say outright, like, if you could help us build a hedge maze, that would be nice.
That is something a
What?
druid could probably easily do. Hedge maze.
Hedgebees.
I guess. Problem is making it permanent.
Well, let's need it temporary just for the festival.
Okay, I can do that.
It's like imagine school festival level length of time.
Aw.
Okay, I can do that. So
Yeah, 'cause you
carnivorous
just-
plants or no carnivorous plants?
Goddamn it.
Their pallor increases. Like, please don't hurt the kids. We don't have that
Okay.
much to pay.
Okay, no carnivorous plants. I may unleash some goats inside the hedge maze, though.
Goats. Why goats? Then again, I'm not here to say that. Never mind.
Gee whiz, mister, why goats?
Okie dokie. So, I will assist with making the hedge maze.
Alright, roll me an Arcana check and a Nature check.
Can I touch myself?
You can choose one to add guidance to.
Touch myself for the Arcana. I need that touching.
Alright.
11. It's above 10.
And a nature check. 15.
Alright, it takes you a while to actively get the Druidcraft working, but eventually you do manage to make a nice... it's a bit lopsided, but it's also like, this is a small town. It's not like, this is... the king is coming and he wants to see the hedge maze! It's like, yeah, it's just a little hedge maze. They appreciate your work and the way you sped it up while they were like... They were like sculpting it, and you were like actually building and growing it.
Can I pump a spell slot into it to make it bigger?
Sure.
Cool. Plant growth.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. And as a thank you,
I also make little flowers in it, so it looks pretty and smells nice.
6. Let me roll.
You make a bunch of corpse flowers.
Roll the d6.
No, not Replegians.
5.
It's,
I know that one.
it smells. Don't know if it's nice.
No, please, no corpse flowers.
That's what Bioplume is based off of.
All right.
Yes,
They hand
right.
you as payment. A couple of them come over, and they don't have any money, but they do hand you a couple of gems.
Ooh, gem.
You get 2 pieces of jet.
And 2 jet.
And a moonstone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I can use this to evolve Filiana.
Huh.
I'm not a Clefairy.
No, but you have the HP of one.
Bitch, you wanna fight? You wanna fight?
Says the man who can literally be sneezed at and fall over.
And also says the man who could probably shoot half of you and kill all of you.
We're not doing PvP. Why can't we be friends?
We just can't, Brett.
Laughs in piercing resistance,
Stop it.
which includes
Stop it.
magical piercing.
Stop it.
I just watch you all fight and take out the winner.
Alright. Anyway. Do you want to make a better berry smoothie stall?
I'd rather
There is a festival going on after all.
Is it a festival?
He's got a point. There is a festival.
Okay, fine. I could probably make some money from that.
Cool.
But I
Cool.
would
Thank
like
you
to
for
get some
taking my
assist-
hints.
Yeah. But I would like to get some assistance from one of my other party members, if not all of them.
I'll help.
I was hoping you'd say that. Rania takes out some costume clothes.
I won't help anymore. Goodbye.
Too late.
No.
I need
it's
someone
never
to
too
help me
late.
sell these things, and I have the charisma of
Of a
Of a
goat.
diseased goat.
Great. So you'll
Alright,
wear
then.
the costumes. I'll sell them.
No, Phil.
No. You'll wear the costume, and I'll sell them.
You get
Consider-
to eat. Help me make more of these.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
60-40.
Okay, if 40 is all you want.
That's all I need.
All right. So,
I'm not wearing the costume.
but we'll get so much more profits if you do.
Then I guess that's your problem.
It's your problem too, because you get the money.
I'm currently,
Hey, look, a
I'm
festival.
Sorry, but
Okay.
festival time.
Festival.
Yeah, you're chasing the
Okay.
squirrel, Rania. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Felion is assisting you.
Uh-huh.
She's
Alright.
the one doing the actual selling, I think.
Alright.
Like-
Feliana, make 2 charisma checks with advantage.
Woo! All right, here we go. Who wants to bet it's something under 20?
Just roll the damn dice.
You can choose to make.
Yay!
Alright.
That
was the first one.
Alright.
that was one of the first good rolls I've ever had with my charisma.
You gotta make another at advantage.
Oh fuck, man!
At advantage.
Oh shit, doesn't matter.
Hey, hindsight.
Not bad. Alright. The smoothies are a hit.
Yay!
And all together, you make. Rolling all the dice. Ooh. 8.
Dice.
I'm charging him 20 gold to pop.
No.
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 Given that you also had to pay for the ice, there's like
I
there's
made
like
the ice.
oh.
Druidcraft.
Yeah.
I am an Arctic druid.
You get 33 gold.
Please.
Yeah.
total? Yeah.
Not
I
bad.
made a pittance.
Yeah.
That's still not bad for, you know, honest day's work.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
33. And fell.
Out of
gets
that,
10
Peliana gets 13 of that.
Okay.
Most of it is in silver and copper.
So she gets 13 gold and 2 silver.
More like 130 silver. More like 132 silver.
Well, yes, 102. She gets 132 silver, and you get the rest.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I get 20 gold. She gets 13.
You get 198 silver.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're once we go to the bank, we're converting all of this.
All right. And is there anything else anyone would like to do before before Undlin utterly destroys the competition at the test of strength contest?
Nope.
I imagine Dash is still too injured to participate in that.
Motherfucker, I just
I
planted
mean,
a
you
squirrel
can
on
try.
Fuck it. Dash will try to see if he can participate in that now that he's able to move.
Festival.
you. By the way, you still have the squirrel on you.
God
It's
damn it.
staring at you.
Mhm.
It's now staring at anyone that gets near you.
Dash will participate in the test of strength.
It stares at Carney.
So, will I be rolling strength or athletics?
Strength.
Alright.
Before you get there, Unlin's there is like, yeah, watch this. I trained for years.
Can I use
It's basically a hammer ring the bell thing.
I was gonna ask if I can use guidance to pose
No.
-4.
Well, whenever it's Dash's turn,
Bane.
Dash is gonna rage for this.
Okay.
Grr.
Need you
To get
make a
advantage on
Constitution
the
save.
strength check. Say again.
Need you to make a Constitution save.
The squirrel rages with you.
It hurts to rage.
Well, do I still get advantage on the strength?
Work through the pain.
Yes.
Make your body grow.
19.
You
God
take
damn it.
9. You take 9 bludgeoning damage,
Ow.
and you manage to smash the wooden plank, and it does indeed ring the bell, and you also get to your pick of a prize. They have like little ore necklaces. They have giant lollipops in the shape of like legendary creatures.
Ooh, get a manticore one.
This would be like Phoenix, and like all that stuff. Hello?
Yeah.
It was absolute garbage tonight. Yar?
Okay. What else was there aside from ore necklaces and lollipops? Or was that it?
Gotta roll on the mundane treasure.
I just want to know what all my options are.
They have...
All these curved balls were sending Brett's way.
There we go. There we go.
I fell. I'll come back.
Do I have?
Various charcoal art pieces from the just a local artist, like like landscapes, mountains. There is like one portrait of a what appears to be a farmer with a massive pipe with his foot on top of a pretty sizable pig.
Dash will take an ore necklace, which he will then gift to Fel.
All right, yeah, you get a neat little ore necklace.
And he finds Feliana and offers it to her as a gift.
It's amber and flinty.
I love it.
Yeah. And
Hooray.
anything else anybody wants to focus on?
I
Nope.
think that's it.
All right, we're gonna
good.
cut to the next day then.
Woo!
Hooray, back to full health.
Yay.
All right. Dash, you're feeling pretty good today. The morning finally arrives. Undolin's all pimped and peppy, and is like rolling up her haversack. Is like, "Hey, you guys ready to get our asses kicked again?"
To be fair,
I was going to
believe-
say something and the dogs cut me off. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, to be fair, only one of us.
Hey. Better me than you, alright?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, because unlike me, I know you can't take a hit.
It'll be that. She was about to say something when she just starts
Bundle
laughing
just
at that.
raises the brow, smiles, and says, "At least we know you're good for something."
Also, just in case I wasn't paying attention, what are we doing this time?
We're gonna try to track down the ghost bodies in the swamp. See if they may have seen our friends and see if they can help us with Ranya's situation.
I
And
couldn't remember whether you were going to take my plan of sicking the bees on the cultists or not.
I like that plan, but we have other just to take care of.
The bees!
I like the idea better
I
than
mean-
infrastructure.
Yeah, I mean, one thing at a time. The bees versus cultists is a potential, but we have to find the ghost bodies.
Rightio.
Alright, and now I'm going to quickly veer back.
Damn it!
Alrighty then. So, how you doing?
I'm all right.
That's nice.
Well, alright.
Can't complain. Never.
Alright. But since Ranya did meditate on that, he does have... I will say this, Ranya, because we did organize that last time, you have advantage on the first 3 perception checks you make when you go into the woods.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm back.
And, yeah.
Do I get
You
double
guys are
advantage?
ready, you guys are leaving, you guys are... Eh?
If I turn into an owl, do I get double advantage?
Oh.
Oh. Oh no. That was a bad sound to hear the DM.
I've turned into an owl before.
You mean like actually physically, like transmute into yourself into an owl, right?
I think he
Wild
means
shape,
wild
yes.
shape.
That's what
I know.
Nothing happened.
Regardless, Dash is gonna ask, so are we taking the cart this time around or humping it on?
Are we planning on coming back this way?
Yeah.
I think
Unballoon was about to
I
ask the
think it's
exact
better-
same thing.
I personally think it's better to take the card, so just in case something else.
I second that.
Okay.
Alright. Guess we're off-roading it with the cart then.
By the way, what happened? Do we still have the horse?
Yeah?
Butterscotch!
Regardless of taking the cart, we should travel slowly so we can track as well.
Continue with Storm Thunder.
I take the time to buy an apple and feed the apple to.
The
You
horse
are
whinnies, and you
no.
have advantage on animal handling checks done it for the
Yay.
next 12 hours.
Yay!
Hooray! The horse is biased now. But yeah,
Yeah,
we.
try and feed it an apple. It thinks you're trying to be a kiss ass and ignores you.
Aw, that was being
What?
nice.
We head into the swamp then.
Time to
Alright.
go into the swamp!
And as we start heading out, Dash looks to Ranya. So, what kind of traces do the ghost wives tend to leave, if any? Stuff that can help us identify and search for them.
Should I roll a history check on that?
I'm just gonna let you talk about this.
Cool. Back to
Ooh.
making shit up.
You're the one who keeps sending me essays about backstory.
Fair enough. Well, usually they leave around a some makeshift so like shrines to whatever gods they pray to. Like all over my forest, there are shrines to Lady Owl, who is currently the most prominent. But there's some to Coyote, some to Lady Toad.
Stag.
Yes, Stag is one of them.
They
Some to
really
the
like
Thunderbird.
animals, don't they?
He shrugs. I've noticed
is.
that a lot of tribal people tend to equate a lot of their gods to animals. I don't know which came first, whether or not they grew a fondness towards the animals, or if we just the people just equated them to certain animals and they just cultivated it over time because of the perception.
I mean,
But
that's
either way.
fair. Yeah, she nods. That's fair.
Is there anything common between these shrines that's identifiable?
The shape of some sort of animal, some small offerings around it, usually made of stone, wood, or whatever is just put on hand. Sometimes there are different kind of like things like if the god favors a certain like certain element to be made of the shrine, they might try to make them out of that. There are also during the night they'll often have some ceremonies, but I'm told that people can often hear them, but it's very difficult to find them. Myself, I've never had particularly trouble locating them whenever they had their little prayer offerings, but I suppose one would be difficult.
So it sounds like we should keep our eyes peeled for animal effigies and our ears peeled for prayer.
Wouldn't be a hard thing to look for.
Alright.
Alright.
Keeping that in mind, Dash is going to start making survival checks to see if he can find any traces of the ghost one.
Alright.
Rania
Survival.
Same with Phil.
Hey,
Rania
18.
is, gonna get into the cart and begin ritual casting.
Ooh,
11.
And let's see. For me, that is a unnatural 20.
Soft 20. It's soft.
So Dash and Bundle might be able to find something.
Rania is
Phil-
currently sitting in the cart, ritual casting commune with nature in order to find them.
Yeah, Fel, you just look around a bit anxiously. There's a bit of cracking and thumping going on in the wood, but you can't really piece together too much of anything else. You see a lot of just like erosion is what you see. Meanwhile, Bundle and Dash, you guys take Rania's information and scan. Like you start edging towards like maybe some caves, some underground areas, like some like stumps that are open. Maybe check if you stop every once in a while to investigate some of those, see if there's any traces that trace back to what he mentioned. No dice at the moment, though. The closest thing Bundle finds is he finds a like little tiny like a travel size effigy, like a little figure made of sticks and stone with some loose twine embodying it, but it looks very old. Like it's not very freshly made. It's been here for maybe months.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Rodney could just straight up detect if they're nearby, because peoples.
If they're within 3 miles of us.
Yeah.
So wait, what are you looking for?
I'm asking,
Because you could pick 3 things.
yeah,
So-
I'm asking if, there are, any halflings about.
Peoples. Okay.
Hoopies.
Within 3 miles, you feel no halflings.
That's one fact. What
Um,
about our
Yeah,
about
I'm
our
getting to that. I'm asking, about, any tabaxi then. Other than the one that's next to him.
It tells you there's one to the south in a settlement.
So that's Kira. And now what about our mutual enemy?
I'm wondering if just asking for team as chosen would be too,
On the nose.
yeah, a little bit too
Yeah,
on
it's
the
more
nose.
it's
for the
more like
first.
you have to ask like 20 questions with like describing and
Yeah, it's like asking the forced
mean-
guess who questions.
If it's Tiamat's chosen, chances are there's Dragonborn.
Okay. Rania
This is a
asked for
kobold.
Dragonborn, other than the one next to him.
yeah, you remember though the people you fought were half elves and kobolds.
Son of a
Wait,
bitch.
really?
Yep. So, what were you looking for, Rania? Did you say something?
What's then?
My internet connection is just not working out at all. Goddamn. Hello? Oh god,
Yeah.
not now.
Computer trouble.
It sounds like it.
So if I'm correct, this right here is about 3 miles because I converted miles to kilometers.
About that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's probably not accurate, but
Yeah.
It's quite a distance, certainly, but, yeah. Like, I can't search the entire continent. But still,
if we get to the center of the circle,
I'll say we're gonna flavor that for 4 kilometers.
4 kilometers.
Oh, yeah, that's much better for me.
Yeah.
Still,
Okay.
if we get to the center of the circle,
I'm gonna
Well, you
detect
haven't gotten
something
there
at
yet.
some point.
It's still from yourself.
yeah, so
Yeah,
that
it's still right here, I
is
believe. Yeah, it's still right here.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to make it again in, like, I don't know, another couple hours or so.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like hitting detective vision. It happens for like a few seconds, but then it fades.
Yeah.
So did any kobolds ping on Ranya's radar?
Did he ask for kobolds?
I asked for tabaxi, kobolds, and halflings.
Alright, my computer crapped out during the kobolds. Alright.
It's okay. It's okay.
Kabah.
It does not register any kobolds.
What? Nani?
Does Rania share this info with us?
Yeah, I'm not picking up anything yet. I think we have to go a little further in before I give it another shot.
Oh. We give it a next shot. Replace the tabaxi with Dragonborn.
Well, we didn't see any Dragonborn when we were fighting.
That doesn't mean there might not be Dragonborn though.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Maybe half elf?
Yeah, but half-elf was
but-
literally everywhere.
Yeah, half elves would be anyone's guess. Alright. Do we make another survival check now that we moved in a bit?
Sure.
Yeah, not as good this time.
I'll do again.
All right.
Terrible that time.
Let's see this. Slightly better.
Not
you
bad
guys just
overall.
aren't picking up a lot of anything. You guys are trying to like at some points you find yourself back on the trail you initially tried to head down or to confront the chosen. It's like maybe not there quite yet, and you have to navigate through some new surroundings that were not exactly the same path you took. So it's a little tougher to get your bearings.
From where we are right now, which way did we go to confront the chosen?
You guys were over here in between these two stones.
Okay,
I
wait
wonder
the
if
fuck
any of the bodies are still over there.
That's
Okay.
a good question. Can I
Yes.
investigate the area for anything that's a bit off?
Sure.
So, check for chosen instead of halfling.
Yeah. And that even with a 8, that's still like a 15. God damn it.
15's not bad.
Yeah.
The lowest it can be.
You're
Oh
not
wait, no,
finding
that's
much-
all.
Wait,
I
what?
can only do that when I can see if someone's lying. So that's
Okay.
still,
Oh,
that's
it's
still
insight, not investigation.
yeah. So that's
Still 13.
Yeah, you're just catching little bits and pieces of like places where they've raised, like you saw up north.
Okay.
But it's very spread and. And at this point, it's about high noon. It get a little heated inside the canopy. And you guys spend an hour just focusing and retreading. Wait, did I shit out again? Hello?
Investigation party.
Hello?
We can hear you, Brett. We can hear you now.
Oh god.
We can hear you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so about an hour passes. You guys keep checking it. Just coming up short. And finally you guys decided to take a rest a bit in like a little sunken algae pond that's relatively clear and just has a like when you approach there are like a couple of like a pangolin is drinking and then it sees you coming and then it escapes into the underbrush.
Escape.
And you guys take your break. Underlin's like, let's just feed the horse some of these oats that I managed to nick from the place.
Yeah, when we stop to settle, Dash is gonna do one last survival check before taking his rest.
All right.
Hey, not bad.
What are you specifically looking for?
Either any signs of the Ghostwise or any signs of Tiamat's chosen.
You do catch a single small footprint in some peat, slightly across from where you're parked. It looks about halfling sized, but you're not. Unless you swim across the pond, you can't tell how fresh it is.
Hey guys, I may have found something.
It's only like a 15-foot wide pond, but
So,
Uh,
those he's on over.
Dash points out the footprint. I'm good. So can the pond be walked around?
it's only
or-
waist deep. Yeah, it can be.
Waist deep.
Yeah.
Dash will just wade through.
Yeah, you wade through, you get to the other side.
Clippers.
Which, if it's waist deep for average, it's probably only like thigh deep for him.
Rania would drown in there.
Probably.
As you
I mean,
look
that's
at
not
the
even a
footprint,
joke.
it's not totally fresh, but it's not as old as the figurine you found. It looks like it could have been made within the last week.
Which direction is it heading?
It's heading to the northeast.
I think I got a direction for us once we're done resting.
Wonderful. At least we have an accord.
We have our heading. And while Dash is resting, I want Rania to make a perception check with advantage, and you other two can also make perception checks if you wish. Actually, no, never mind.
So, Rania get... Well,
Rania-
that's 23.
Okay, Rania, while you're just chillaxing and sort of like honing your own little bits and pieces, you catch a glimpse of something behind a tree root. And you're like, what the hell was that? And eventually you just freeze yourself until like you can get a better look at it. And coming out of the tree roots and fungling around, you see this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back. Sorry, bird
Uh-huh.
aggro.
It's all good.
What happened?
Give me a second.
Ron,
I'm
you
about to make a
found,
friend.
Ron, you found a thing.
Run, you found a thing.
And I found a footprint.
Hell yeah.
I found probably what the fuck?
Ah, you found a funglet.
You're far away from home, aren't you?
Funglish.
Just this little thing just marching around with a sprig of pine in its hand. And marching,
Oh my god.
and it walks across from you, crosses the road, dips into like a mud puddle, and plants the pine, and then retracts itself and starts walking back where it came from.
Druid? Rania says hello to him in Druidic.
Before you do, you hear a rustle from a very viney, thorny bush just behind it, and the little fungal creature turns around and away from you, and you see this
More friends.
appear from.
Hey!
A baby!
That looks familiar.
That is a Leshy.
Oh my it's a little baby.
And they seem to be communicating with each other in some way. You hear light popping coming from the fungal, and rustling and snapping coming from the leafy boy over here.
And only Rania sees this, right?
Currently.
Yeah, because we're all just kind of not necessarily.
I'm gonna say
Right.
Bundle and Fel. You eventually notice him staring into the distance.
All right. Bundle just turns around, looks at him. Don't worry, dude. We'll find your people. Shouldn't be that hard.
Well, I didn't find my people, but I think I found a people.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
what?
What? Fel looks to Rania very confused.
Dash waves back across the pond to everyone.
Rania points at the fungus person and the Leshy.
I think they're both Leshies, actually.
Well, one's a myconid, the other, or one probably is a myconid, the other is a Leshy. Leshies are plant-based.
They both got
And,
Lesh in there. But I take it now that they're pointed out, we all see the little dude.
Sure.
Little people.
Blink, blink.
Oh
I have found-
my gods. Dear High Priestess.
Bundle just kind of blinks and says, "I'm not even high for this." All right then.
Well,
This is something.
yes, it is.
What do you What do you think they're saying to each other?
Does Rania understand them at all?
Do you understand plant speech?
I understand Druidic.
Not the same.
Okay.
You have a spell.
You do have a spell.
I haven't prepared that spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well.
The one time you
Yeah,
don't have
but like I said,
Motherfucker, I wasn't planning.
you hear light popping coming from the fungal creature, and the leafy creature is just sounding like rustling trees and snapping twigs, as it seems they're having a conversation of sorts.
Hello?
Fel gets an idea, and she casts on herself tongues.
The leaf leshy stares at Dash, and the fungal leshy glares over its shoulder as you see it has grown a maw from its center stomach with very sharp needle-like teeth.
Oh, that isn't terrifying at all.
No, that's clearly nightmare fuel.
Hey, Fel, why don't you go make friends with them?
Well, if they're using a spoken language, I think, so I think she can understand them.
You hear the leafy one say, "Friends of yours?"
Who does he? Oh, he's. Fel says calmly, holding both of her, holding like both of her hands up to show that she's not, that she's not showing any harm. She says, we mean you no harm. We're just passing through. In their speech.
Never mind. They're just tourists.
But excuse me, pardon me. I don't wish to. We don't wish to pry more than we already have. But we were wondering, have you seen a tribe of halflings? Halflings, maybe druids around here?
Do you speak the skin speak? No. Didn't take that course.
Well, no. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target, and can hear the target understands what it says. They can understand her.
But she is targeting them.
I thought the target was whoever you touch. Yeah, the target is the creature.
Yeah,
you touched yourself.
I touched myself, so I can understand any spoken language.
And they can understand her specifically.
Okay,
Any
I thought we
creature
only
that
worked
speaks
one way.
language.
It's two-way communication, or rather, communication between her and anyone else.
Said tourists. Oh. This place becomes less natural passing week. Well, see you next week, Frank. Late. And the leafy one disappears back in the brush. The fungal one, Ronnie and Fel, and just... Hello?
Well,
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Ah! What did you last hear?
No. We had just finished explaining how tongues work.
Okay. The leshy disappears into the the leaf leshy disappears into the underbrush.
Like ran away scared.
No, not running, just like slowly and calmly walked into the brush. And the fungal just stares at Ronnie and Fel, and unblinking, just sort of waiting patiently.
She asked a question.
What did she ask?
Have you seen any? Have you seen any any halflings or maybe druids around here recently?
No one of druidic purpose. The sovereign deals in the north. There is the loud one, but they are not of druid nature.
Held one.
Well, only she can understand what he's.
I know. I'm contemplating myself.
The loud one?
You will know him. He's loud.
Val realized to the parley. Apparently, there's someone called the Loud One here.
Odd one.
Yes, he's saying that we'll know him. We'll know that we'll know him when we see him. I guess.
Can you ask the little one if they know whether or not there's anyone to the northeast of?
She turns back to the little fungal guy. She asked, "First, sorry, I didn't ask your name. I'm Feliana. These are my companions."
His name is Terrence.
Fun name.
My name is Guy.
Yep. Guy.
Probably not Fieri.
Halflings. There's one right there if you're looking for one.
He was gonna ask about the northeast.
You're
Well,
looking
yes,
for other halflings.
We are.
They might still be there. I stick to my portion of the swamp. That up there is Uma's territory. I don't bother Uma.
Uma. Who's Uma?
Thurman.
Shut the fuck up.
They handle theirs. I handle mine. It's very simple, the system we have. I pollinate here, they fertilize there.
Very interesting system, first of all. And do you know if maybe there's any, if there have been any people other than the any people in around the northwest area, or is that Uma's territory?
West? Northwest territory?
Northeast.
He just repeats that northeast is Uma's territory. I do not bother her.
Okay. It's Uma's territory.
They are destined to deal with their own. I deal with mine.
Would you know how we would be able to find? Hold up, before she says that, she relates to the party, like, okay, apparently they have the system where where each part is like has different people, has different like one part pollinates here, other part fertilizes there, and apparently the northwest portion is northeast. Fuck, the northeast portion is more towards someone called Uma.
That's wonderful.
Well, chances are we'll probably run into them, so.
Well, seeing as how this is your territory, do we... Oh, I ask her to relay... So if this is if this is your territory, do we have permission to run about?
She relays that.
Don't undo what I have done. I must go.
He says, "Don't."
There are strangers coming. And he slowly walks back towards a hollowed-out tree trunk and walks inside.
Strange. And Fel's just like, wait, what?
What?
First he says that yes, we could, as long as we don't undo what he has done.
Okay.
But he then said that he needed to go because strangers were coming.
Everyone hide.
All
Dash
right.
just says immediately as soon.
Group stealth check.
Hide!
Yeah.
Scatter!
Fly, my pretties,
Jesus,
fly!
Dash, good job.
24.
Jesus Christ.
Rania pokes himself.
Oh, Undulin. Oh, Rania. Oh, Fel.
Oh no. We might not be hiding very well.
All right, so you guys duck inside. Fel, you just dive inside of a mud puddle. I'm like, no.
No!
As does Undlin right next to you. Huh?
Ah, God!
And Ronnie, you're already there.
Meanwhile,
This is my spot. Get out.
Dash and Bundle are fucking disappointed.
I made the mud puddle. Get out.
No!
And after a minute, you wait for a while and nothing's happening. It's like, and after about a minute and a half, finally you hear some clip-clopping approaching.
Fucking horses.
Yep.
Wait, we didn't hide the horse.
We didn't really have the time to hide the horse.
And
Butterscotch,
more of a-
no!
And
This is more of an ambush.
you guys realize your mistake, a thundering gallop approaches, and you see a simple 8-foot by 8-foot rolling two-wheeled cart pulled by a rather fast mule with a green, bald, topless half-orc with a blanket on their sitting positions, and they're just prancing along. Dum dum. All right, boys.
Boys.
A Bundle does not leave his hiding spot, but he tries to figure this guy out.
It is an open-faced cart.
All right.
It's basically like like a crate. A crate with is basically what it looks like. And they about 50 feet away, about like 20 feet away from you. Stop. He stands up. I don't know, boys. Is this good? And you see, like a cartoon, one head poke over the side of the wagon, another head poke over the side of the wagon, like a gray green orc, a blue orc, a green orc, an orange, a tan orc.
Brett.
My sound's fucking. Tonight is just not working. Oh.
Said that.
Alright, so it was cutting out when you're saying something about a crate.
All right, yeah. The wagon looks like a crate with wheels.
Okay.
Okay. And
And
after that, he stopped and
He leaned over the side, blanket still his way, saying, I don't know, boys. Does this look like a good place to stop? And like a cartoon or the Three Stooges, one head pokes over the side of the cart, another head pokes over, a third head, a fourth head, until there are 12 orcs just sitting up in this tiny ass cart.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I don't know. It looks fine. I don't know. What do you think, Maisie?
Oh, Maisie, no!
assuming Dash is hiding in the same spot as Bundle, he just kind of looks at him.
Bundle just looks back and says, well, I mean, it wasn't routine that we did in the circus, but this, in the middle of nowhere, it's about out of place, not gonna lie.
I'll act as bait to see what they're up to.
Yeah,
Stay in.
please do.
Which, at this point,
I don't know.
God.
It could make a good spot for New York City. That's
Oh,
right,
Dash.
that's right.
Dash sheathes his great sword and calmly leaves where he was hiding. Hello?
Oi, 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 oi! And then all of a sudden, 14 great swords just stand up out of the hey, hey, hey.
I don't mean any harm, don't mean any harm.
There's also a duck.
What? Like someone's just holding a duck?
No, there's a duck with a little like rice hat on, just standing up, holding a knife.
Oh, damn it. The duck has a knife.
And the leader stands up jerkedly, and the blanket falls off, and he's not wearing anything.
Oh,
no.
no!
Oi,
Oh,
who dares bother the Nakes?
Oh god, Dash. Internally, Dash is like, this is something I didn't want to see. This is something I didn't want to see at all.
Well, I think it's time for you to do some diplomacy.
Just a traveler. Curious what you're up to.
How do we know you're not with those crazy peoples?
Crazy peoples.
Yeah, the ones who like lighting things on fire and stuff.
First time I've heard of this.
They've got like their lizards to do their work for them, but it's quite terrible. You look like one of their number.
Do I even need an insight check to realize he's talking about Tiamat's Chosen?
No check necessary. It's like, I think they're talking about the Chosen. I think. We here of the mighty Nakes have been chased from continent to continent, from city to city, looking for a place to plant our seeds of New Orc City.
What happened to Old Orc City?
Mind I ask what's been chasing you then?
I don't say that out loud. It's
I don't know. How do most people react when they see you, a walking, talking dragon, enter a Hume village?
Fair point.
So, we decided to go remote. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, boys and girls? Yeah, oi!
Quack.
That was too perfect.
Right, Quaid. Quaid said it best.
Wade the duck.
Well, regardless, I don't mean any harm so long as you don't mean any harm. Though I'm not sure how the locals here would take to you choosing this spot specifically to set up camp.
Well, we're not aiming to be social, is we? We're here in the swamp to avoid the peoples.
Oh,
There's locals of the natural type, is what I meant.
We can take on celery. What makes you think Argaz the Wild is scared by mere plants?
Does that
I
name
like me
ring a
turnips.
bell?
Me turnips tasty.
Since Dash knows some.
I cannot hear. Hello? Hello?
Again, Brett.
Hello?
There we go, I hear you. So, does Dash recognize the name Argaz the Wild? Either from what he learned of orcs when he was learning Orcish, or if the name came up while
this name comes new to you.
to all of us hearing this.
I mean, it's not like.
First of
Bumble
all,
has-
before we get to discussings, why don't we know who uses?
I'm Dashigan of the Pithka Trail,
The what?
clan of Dragonborn.
Oh,
Way back out east.
that's a very tough name to say as you do. It's not quite Grumsh-Katan, but
Yeah, we're known to be metalworkers, so try.
Nice. Wish one of us was skilled with metal. Hey, I can stab things nice. Shut up! Shut up, Frank! I'm Hordork. Oh, sorry.
Dash starts to relax his pose because I imagine he had his hands up.
Are you sure you're not with those damn Schultz?
Dash shakes his head. I can assure you, as far as I'm concerned, with those people specifically, the only good one's a dead one. I think I know who you're talking about, and I've had
Okay.
run-ins.
What?
What?
Just leans in close to you with his one good eye.
Dash looks very uncomfortable.
Especially since
Leans
you know
back
this
suddenly.
fucker.
Okay. Anyway,
Dash is
come on, peeps. Get out of the car. It's gonna get stuck in there. Right, sir. Right, sir. And they all start climbing out, and every one of them has nary a stitch.
Oh my.
This is Bacchus Clawhell.
Phil
Hello.
just
And
looks
This is
like,
Deda Ella Smash. That's Frank Gilchom. Horduk, Juna Clang, Leo Mountainpelt, Nedrid Orky, Puncher Paxis, Rodham, Slag Tent Snap, Van Wilderpool, Utharzam, and Quaid, the duck.
Dash, I hope you get that all written down.
bother writing any of that.
I'm writing down the duck. I'm nothing else.
Right now, Dash just has a look of help on his face as he tries to look.
That is a
tries
lot
to
of
look
naked
back
orcs.
to where Bundle.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, he tries to look back to where Bundle is with a look of help.
Looks
Bundle,
like
that is also a lot of naked orcs.
Okay, so hearing all of that, hang on.
I can deal with this. I can help. Oh, wow.
Oh damn! Here we are.
I don't know Orcish, so that's great.
I'm
So-
the only one in our group who knows Orchid.
Hey, I technically know Orcish.
They are speaking
For the-
orcish. They're not speaking common.
For the
Oh,
next,
So
like,
Dash has been speaking Orcish this whole
Yep.
time.
I know Orcish for like the next, the next. I'm thinking, for an hour. I know Orcish for an hour.
I know Dwarvish. That's the closest thing I have to Orcish.
And that's only for the ridden stuff.
Undolin
Yeah.
just leans over to Fel and run you. I don't think that's a duck.
The Fel looks at the quote-unquote duck.
Make an investigation check.
Shut.
Oh
It's
my.
actually a goose.
What the fuck is this? 21.
The bill looks odd. Like, it doesn't look like it belongs on that creature for some reason.
Huh?
And you just hear... Yes, Quaid. Yes. Of course.
Get this.
And the rest of them just start going to town and start planting stakes in the ground. They take out rakes and start raking away some of the wild brush.
Seriously.
I lost you. I heard serious.
Start tearing up the local area. Dash tries to warn them and say, seriously, that might not be a good idea. You ever hear of forest
Is the
spirits?
celery fairy gonna be mad at us?
You ever hear of forest spirits?
Huh. Fucking Kodama? In this place?
You know what Kodama are?
You must be smoking that devil's lettuce in order to try and think we're gonna fall for that.
Dash has an idea because he doesn't want the orcs to piss off the lead.
So does Fel. She's like, huh. So,
What next, killer bees?
Meanwhile,
I
Bundle's
can
like,
make those
they're
happen.
just grunting. What does that even mean?
Fel whispers to Undulin, like, so I'm gonna do something. Just let me do it. Jesus Christ, bird.
Undulin is nervously whistling.
So, hopefully, Fel has the same idea I had of scaring these guys away for their own.
Is Ronya technically hidden?
They haven't noticed you guys yet.
So if
Hey
they want,
guys, this stump has hair.
oh, it does it.
Alright.
Eep.
So you know that sound that they make in Metal Gear Solid when you get found out.
Yeah. So, Dash is going to say, seriously, if you tear up the local area, switches to common. Great forest spirit won't like that. And might come to intervene. He says, trying to signal the others.
Ronya squints.
Trying to give them the idea of scare these guys away.
I heard the Metal Gear Solid noise. Fel is going to trying to.
I have a question for the DM.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Can I use Nature's Wrath to not do damage, just to make a whole bunch of noise?
I need to see that spell.
Yeah. See, only
Is it a
showing
spell?
it, not turn it into a spell card, real, and then link it.
Mm-hmm. I would say I'm a ranger, but I don't have that level of druidic magic.
But I do have that level of arcane.
I mean, that's great. Can it help us right now?
Yes,
So
minor
they-
illusion and prestidigitation.
Then do it!
I was trying to, but
You know,
but I got interrupted.
I mean, you can turn this into the Snow White Forest if you want.
So, is he able to use that spell without doing damage?
I mean, sure. Maybe.
Fel just kind of whispers like, "Just follow my lead." And she's gonna try to stealthily cast minor illusion
Okay.
for the.
That's somatic, not verbal. So you can cast that stealthily because you only.
That's true. But she's going to mimic the sound of haunting wind.
Oi, it's getting windy.
Oh no! I tried to warn you guys. It's here.
The minor.
Look, it's not gonna work on us. It's not.
Then the
It's
sound.
not.
Then the sound again for the sound
Oh,
of a swarm
guys,
of
I'm
bees.
scared. Shut up, hold on.
Ronya,
I'm Punchapaxis. Ugh.
Ronya begins to make the trees slowly move inward, as if they were closed.
Hey guys, does it seem
Leaning
more cozy
in.
than it did before? I mean, it's not as cozy as the wagon.
head
Fuckers.
My mic is being shit.
seem to move in a little bit closer, and the vines begin to uproot from the ground.
And minor illusion goes and makes the sound of bees.
In Orcish, you've angered it. You have to run now.
Oh no, I think he's telling the truth. Shut up! It's not real!
In common, it's getting angrier.
I'm gonna make the rocks swirl around the entire clearing.
Yeah, no,
Fun.
all but Argaz leap back into the cart. No, god damn it, no! No! No!
I may have the trees
Okay. Dash has a stupid idea to add to this. He looks to Argaz. Run while you still can. And he tries to collapse while summoning one of his ghostly ancestors to make it look like he just fucking died.
Roll a performance check.
He just
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Ah!
Can you give him it?
You take so long to like, and the ghost appears too far away from you. It's like,
well, he's gonna play dead.
what the
Minor
hell was
illusion.
that?
Minor illusion, the roar of a bear.
Bears? Again? God damn, that's it, we're moving to the other side of the creek. He leaps inside the car and he's like, Snakes, away!
Fuck.
As they roll away in the cart into the wild distance, you hear crashing and thumping and smashing and terrible orcish grunts in the distance as slowly they fade away.
As soon as he's sure they're gone, Dash gets back up. Okay, potential crisis averted.
Fell pokes her
I'll
head.
say, that was a terrible death.
Acting's not my strong suit, okay?
No
Grundle-
shit!
Let's see. Wait.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
My
Yeah,
passive
Dash.
is a 14.
Yeah,
You
Dash,
get
it's like you never died before.
a pebble thrown at the back of your head. You suck.
Ow!
You need a little bit more practice on the not too long
The,
to die
the
part.
funglishes just start pelting you with little potatoes.
I was doing that to help you guys out. Dicks!
Dicks!
Regardless, I didn't want them to piss off the little mushroom people.
I think you already did that.
Ooh.
I will.
Phil goes over and goes over and
Yeah, Fel, your soul hurt watching him act.
It was a good effort.
like you did good. A for effort.
I'm just glad you guys caught on to play along.
Luckily, I could understand what you were saying.
Use the 4th level spell for that.
Third. Where? Oh, you did. Okay. Well, that was your choice.
Oh, what the hell was that all about?
Why were they all naked?
Dash then explains what they were doing and why he thought them setting up a city here when they were literally just told to not undo what the Lesh did was a bad idea.
And Phil's just like, okay.
I
But
mean,
how does
yeah,
that explain
makes
why,
sense.
why
You
they
talk-
were
but
naked?
Still, why were they naked?
Why were they naked?
Your guess is honestly as good as mine. I didn't get to that part because I was too
Although I will
worried
say,
about
I did not
pissing
expect
off
all the women to be that
fuckers.
well
What
shaved.
the fuck was that duck?
There are women
Wait,
there?
women.
Yeah, they were female orcs.
Damn.
I couldn't tell. I was doing my best to not let my eyes go
They
any further
shaved
down
themselves.
Than their
Who the hell shaves
The-
themselves?
Yeah, Dash says, I was doing my best to keep eye contact and not look anywhere else.
Christ.
That was a whole lot of stuff I did not want to see today.
Orc boobs.
Ajratal's fiery gaze.
Well, I think that's a good enough rest.
Yeah, it's probably time to move on.
Wait. Those? The hell? Alright, you guys take a brief moment to collect yourselves, and then you pile into.
To work.
Oh god. I have
Then
not
we
heard
might
the
have
I've not heard
actually
the
got-
past 30 seconds.
That they were asking what the hell was up with that duck, and Dash was answering, I don't know. I was too concerned with them pissing off the little mushroom. And then we would have had an angry forest of spirits on our hands.
They're still disappointed.
That death. Oof.
This is why I leave the acting to you.
Phil leads up and gives him a kiss on the snout, like patting his shoulder. You tried.
Truth be told, you're not particularly good at either.
Bundle just says, "Great, that's adorable. Now more at the task at hand."
Let's do.
The tracks I saw before that happened were to the northeast, so...
To the northeast and possibly find this Uma.
Yep. And Rania can cast his spell again, because...
Ronya sits in a cart and begins to
Alright, what are you searching
cast
for?
again.
What are you searching for?
Halflings, Dragonborn, and kobolds.
Yeah, kobolds.
Alright, halflings, you sense...
You'd be real disappointed in
You sense a
Belfast.
few bodies of halflings buried beneath dirt about 4 kilometers away from you, right on the edge.
Which direction?
Northeast.
Northeast? We're getting close to a halfling graveyard.
And...
Ronya does not bring this up.
And Dragonborn, as soon as you cast that, you catch something, although it's almost... It's very peculiar what you sense. It's not pure Dragonborn, but it's something draconic.
Ronya's twins.
About
Where is it?
2 kilometers due east from you.
Oh, that's gonna be real close.
Wait, 2 kilometers. Damn, that is close.
It's only a single person, a single being, from what you can tell, but it's
How
still
about kobolds?
odd.
Yeah, how about kobold?
No kobolds.
Rania makes note about the dragon-ish kind of thing due northeast.
No, the halflings are due
Due-
northeast.
Oh.
The
the Dragonborn was straight.
straight east.
Oh,
Yeah,
straight.
hearing that, Dash is like, it's on the way, but don't know if that'd be a bad idea to investigate.
Rania does not bring up the halfling thing.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I
You
mean,
sure it wasn't a... You said it's not a pure Dragonborn?
That's what the forest tells me.
The hell? What do you guys think?
Any lead's a good lead at this point.
I mean, what's the priority at this point? The cult or the Ghostwise?
Rania lets out a sigh. I don't think we're going to find the Ghostwise here.
You don't know that.
Rania looks at her. I do.
Can Dash
Okay.
insight Ranya?
Underlin is also going to incite Rania.
And I am too. Why not?
8.
Ooh, woo. What's this?
Not bad.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
The closest who has a clue is me. God damn it.
That's still a 13. That's not
Are you
bad.
deceiving Rania?
He's not. All he says is, "I do."
So
When
lying
I-
with omission.
Mm-hmm.
You know something, but you're not saying.
Do they?
Okay, yeah,
Do
Fell
they
and
si-
Bundle, you
Okay.
get that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're able to tell that something's wrong.
Something's up. Is that... What? Are you
Okay.
suddenly a history book? What the hell? You were so excited the other day.
All right. Bundle just looks at him and just in a very, very straight face says, "What are you not telling us?"
This is the entirety of the area that I'm told about. And the forest has told me that there are graves, but no living halflings around other than myself.
But that doesn't mean that they're solely in this patch, right? That's just where your guess is. You could be off by like a kilometer or two.
This is where my information I got.
Knowing that, let's investigate that person, and if everything goes all right, we'll head straight north to investigate the graves.
See if we can find something.
Run your
Trying
face
to-
quiet.
Maybe there are more. There. Maybe the ghost boys have evolved.
Maybe it's a burial site, and there's a village near it, and it was just out of your reach.
Could be.
Run your stays quiet.
Don't
You did
lose hope
sense one
yet,
with the
alright?
heartbeat.
What?
You did sense
Wait.
one with a heartbeat.
Amongst bodies.
I said they were beneath
Okay.
the earth.
Knowing that information, Dash would be like, "Oh God, we gotta get northeast." So if Rania
I
shares
didn't
that,
even know that information until up to a second ago.
does Rania share that there was a heartbeat?
He thinks there is still living among them. He can't tell if it's decomposition or original life.
Neat.
Now we have one hell of a choice on our hands, but
I'll leave that up to you guys.
Well, either
there's
way.
one living and it's stuck underground. I feel like that means we have no choice but to go check out the bodies.
Hey,
Because
hey,
if there's one we can.
hey, Rania. Really quickly. What are the chances that maybe the Ghostwise made their village underground?
He blinks normally pretty high, but he looks around at the swamp. I don't think that's the best idea.
Regardless,
But
let's
it's a
go check it out.
possibility. Yes.
What? You don't think your relatives are good engineers?
And
Well, they're not
if
going to be
they have-
dwarven engineers. That's for sure. But still,
I don't think they have gills.
Regardless, let's not waste any more time.
Alright.
Alright, so Dash, knowing that there's a heartbeat, he's opting to go northeast rather than investigate the draconic person.
all right. You cannot make a straight as the crow flies. You have to south and then north, a true path, or
Alright.
low,
Flies.
low,
What were you
better.
Yes.
better? Alright. So what were you saying?
You cannot go as the crow flies, But you
Okay,
can
so
either
we-
go slightly northwest and then back on the path, or you can go slightly southeast until you find a connecting path that leads due north.
Well, fuck it. Hearing that, then we
Because
might
unfortunately,
as
your
well
cart
go.
is not a raft.
With that knowledge, Dash is gonna say, let's go southeast and try to get two birds with one stone, since we have to go east and north anyway.
You're playing Oregon Trail. Of course, a cart can be a raft.
So yeah, knowing that, Dash will say that we'll investigate that person on the way, but our focus will be to try to get to the halflings. But since we have only that route anyway, we might as well.
Alright. You guys take the southeast route. There's a lot of knotted trails, and you and Underland do have to take an axe to some roots at one point to get them out of the way. You don't see any fungals nearby to get mad. So it's like, we tried. We could leave like an offering. I don't know how these things work.
Dash keeps an eye out for anyone who within their path who looks suspicious or looks draconic. So,
All right, you get back on the path. An hour passes. 2 hours pass. 2.5 hours pass. And
We're on your
it's still
feet,
very
Frederick.
quiet. There are a couple of flutters and a few more toads than there were where you were before.
okay. Dash is gonna make a perception check.
Alright.
Nope, never mind.
Yeah, the frogs and toads just overpowering your senses. Like, you're a little sensitive to their calls.
I'll leave the sentry duty to someone else.
Ronnie keeps an eye out.
So we'll bundle.
So a foul.
Alright, Ron, you have an advantage on the next perception check you make.
21.
Woo!
Alright.
The toads.
Through the burbles and the croaks, you do manage to immediately figure out that someone has been through here recently, also heading north. You can't discern the type, but you can tell someone humanoid moved through here. Fel, you're just concerned about Dashkin since he looks a bit nervous.
So whoever we're trying to
So-
investigate might have the same destination.
So I can't see the tracks that the person made?
That would be survival, I think.
Yeah, you see there's
Oh.
tracks, but you can't.
Okay.
You haven't actively gotten out of the car to investigate them.
Ronnie leaps out of the cart to go take a look.
All right.
Dash
They
stops.
do look humanoid,
Mm-hmm.
and they smell faintly of bone.
Ronnie squints. Calcium?
Like dried bone.
Wait, is it that same necromancer guy we met before?
That wouldn't
Oh,
make sense.
God,
'cause
not him again. God damn.
Oh no.
that wouldn't make sense though, because you said it spelled draconic.
Ronnie
And
shrugs.
as far as I'm aware, that guy was literally the least draconic thing I've ever seen.
I was able to sense the draconic guy, not whoever this is. This could be someone else's tracks.
What, you didn't just sense whoever was here?
I have to ask specific questions.
God, that's rough.
Shrugs. It's useful, but very niche.
Awful trivia night.
Well, get back
I
into the
mean-
cart. We'll keep heading north now from here.
If I wanted to ask for gold ore, I could probably find some in the area, but
Yeah. Well, regardless, following the same path once we're able to turn north, which I assume is when those tracks turn north.
Yep.
He starts heading north.
Yep.
we're going off the map, boys.
And you guys keep heading north. Another 45 minutes goes by. You guys see a bear and her cubs off in the distance bathing.
Run your
I'm a
waves
bear,
there.
mother.
You see, Bundle, you see one Leshy staring at you from the trees.
Hmm.
It looks almost like it made like a tribal headdress out of a gourd.
I
Does it look angry?
I'm
And as you blink, it there is now a tiny tree sitting on top of a tree branch.
Wait, what? Bundle blinks and asks Ranya, "Hey, how much do you know about these plant people?"
How much do I know?
Nature.
Huh. 17.
You think you know what these are, but you've never actually encountered them before, since Lady Owl maintains a strict domain in her forest.
Not a whole lot of evergreen leshy.
Yeah, like you think they're leshies. You think you've heard them referred to as leshies.
I don't know a whole lot. I think they're called leshy. They're obviously part of the plant life, but no, as best I can tell, they seem to have some druidic nature, like creatures of the forest to take care of the forest.
What, like that giant mushroom we met up north?
A bit. In fact, he may have even made some of these, as far as I know.
I
Oh,
wouldn't be
right.
surprised.
What, this thing has the power to create life now? God. Gazratal's fiery gaze,
Ranya-
gods.
Ranya looks over at Underland. Technically, you do too.
What the hell are you on about?
You'll know when you're
Childbirth.
older.
Ugh.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Still, damn your eyes. And your mind.
Technically, childbirth is more gross than what it would take to make something like this.
What are you missing?
Basically, we're talking about the Leshy and how, more than likely, the Sovereign made some of these Leshy, but we haven't confirmed anything yet.
Yeah.
Potentially, I could do the same thing. I just need an agate.
And after about another hour, you guys eventually do come to the border of where you guys think you were.
Say again.
After about another hour, you make it to... Oh, no.
What?
You make it to the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And... you come to, indeed, a burial mound.
So we did not encounter the dragon thing.
You just see the burial mound in front of you. There's various figurines, various totems strewn about. And there's a great bone-white tree off to the west, just at the base of the mound.
You may want to cast that spell again, Ranya.
Ranya sits in the cart and begins ritual casting.
What specifically are you asking again?
Probably the same things as before. Dash would suggest.
He's asking for halflings, those of draconic nature, and tabaxi.
Halflings?
Mm-hmm.
You sense a presence underneath the mound. You can tell there are bodies underneath that mound, but you think the ground might be muffling what you're trying to sense down there. So your gut tells you it's bodies, but you're not sure.
Is he able to sense that heartbeat from before?
You densely sense a life force coming from that, but you also know that could be coming from decomposition, because of the amount of life that decomposition attracts.
Decomposition, so it... Oh. Bugs.
Bugs.
Kobolds, still no luck.
What about the
I
other
wasn't asking for
draconic?
kobolds.
Yeah,
I asked for
Tabaxi, yeah, no Tabaxi. Save the one. And
Draconic presence.
the Draconic presence, your little HUD map tells you it's about 50 feet away from you to the west.
Nani?
50 feet to the
Oh
west.
boy. Does Rania share that?
Ranya pauses. He speaks into Dash's head. Apparently 50 feet away from us is the draconic presence
Which direction?
to the west.
Slowly turns his head to see what's west.
You see trees. Lots of trees. Shadows. Whispers. And then another shadow grows a bit bigger as it motions out from the forest.
Oh no.
Oh
Here,
no.
slump, 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 slump. And as it comes to the edge of the shadowy portion, you hear, "Greetings, friends!
What the fuck?
God damn it!
What?
Fellow travelers! I sense you are also heading towards the mound.
In Draconic.
Would you possibly be willing to have an old monk accompany you?"
In Draconic. Where are you? Who are you?
Dash, you never watched Twin Peaks.
Oh
No,
god.
I didn't.
Oh lord.
Oh lordy Lou.
Whatever this is gonna be my first experience of it.
This is
Here we go.
hilarious.
This is amazing.
I was wondering when this day would come.
Dash gets out of the cart non-threateningly and begins slowly making his way towards the boy.
Dash.
Why wouldn't I check this out?
BTW, what time of day is it?
It's getting towards evening.
And is it if he's they're speaking Draconic, right? Both of them, or just Dash?
Nope. Common.
Common.
Oh, if it was
Common.
common, then yeah, Dash called out in common.
Oh dear. What the fuck is that tail?
What?
Wait,
And as he
hail.
steps out, you see
Oh, I see it.
a half-elf with fiery red
Huh?
hair,
Ha!
a belt made of a necklace with two mountains around it,
Is that the Millennium Puzzle?
and
Goddamn it, I
a
can't
pair
wait to
of horned ear trumpets hanging from his ears.
Oh no.
He is also smoking like a chimney.
Hi.
Hello? What the fuck? You made it. What the
I'm looking at his shoes and the meme, what are those, are going through my head.
Well, Dash is saying hi to this strange fellow.
Greetings! Greetings, fellow humanoids!
Hi.
I'm Dash again. Who
I
are
see you also seek those wise with ghosts. Even
Ranya
though you
squints.
already have your own pet ghost wise.
Ranya squints harder.
Okay,
He's not
just
a pet.
he's not. Yeah, he's definitely not a pet. Just letting that known right now.
Why are you speaking like that?
Ranya's wand is currently at his side.
No, Ranya, no. Be
I
nice.
mean you no harm. I'm merely a weary traveler.
Harm and offense are two different things.
Who
I'm
are
sorry,
you?
I must realize I should get closer for my ear trumpets to actually pick up what you are probably saying and communicating to me personally.
Why is he
Oh,
talking
Lord.
like that?
Is he deaf?
He might
Um,
be.
And as he
There's
walks
one
out
of
from the shadows, you do see, he has
Oh.
this nice little tunic. He's got that
Is
nice
he?
little dual
Yes.
mountain totem, and he's got some horns sticking out of his ears. I think he's also got
Okay, I'm gonna
some
leave
wicked
this-
textured
Nice.
sideburns.
Also, am I able to tell that belt, quote unquote, is a tail?
It looks like a dried tail of sorts.
Hmm.
Why would that give a draconic presence?
Shrug.
So,
Or it's just
Who
one
are
thing.
you?
That.
No! There are not two of us, just the one!
Who are
Name?
you?
What is your name?
Ah, yes! The pleasantries exchanged! I go by the name Corden.
Good to meet you, Corden. I'm Dash again.
You're bashful?
Dash again.
I can't
Yeah.
say it again.
Dash slowly face palms. I am gonna blow my throat out if I try to talk any louder. Dash again.
Great. Rania looks back over and at the half elf and speaks into his mind, which does not require sound. His name is Dash again.
Ah, excellent. That was a guess that you were wise with ghosts, but now my thesis is proven. Ha! They thought I was nuts.
All right. Since it seems like you're probably gonna be the best way for us to talk to this guy, Rania. Why is he looking for Ghostwise?
Rania looks up at the half elf. So why do you search for my people?
I had a question that has bothered me for such a long period. A question that requires those wise of ghosts to properly answer.
There was so much redundancy in that sentence that I can't begin to say, says Fel.
If you remember the character, it is in concordance with them.
I know. That was just Fel saying like there was in that sentence. And,
Yeah.
but out of character, I'm fucking loving this.
It's hilarious.
Rania shakes his head. I do not know how much help I can give. Although I am Ghostwise, the ones who are here were not of my particular tribe.
Far from home, you are. That is sad.
Spider-Man, you have become.
While this is going on, Dash is gonna start circling the mound to see
Undolin
if
just says,
there's
is he
anything
fucking
in.
stupid?
I
Dash
think
is
he's
gonna start
deaf.
examining
Same
the mound to
thing!
see if there's. Goddamn.
Deaf and dumb.
Dash is trying to see if there's anything particular about the mound.
It looks pretty sturdy.
Okay, so
The mound? Like the grave site?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the burial mound.
you said that you sensed
It's about
life.
25 foot tall and 50 feet across.
Yeah, Durania said that he sensed life of some sort, so Dash is like trying to figure it out. He doesn't know that it might be decomposing.
There's like planks strewn about, either in, you think probably for support, just to make sure there's not a terrible erosion problem. And
Okay.
you don't really see anything. I
Dash
do
is-
say, you wouldn't have happened to come from the south, did you?
Are you asking me?
He's asking
I think
the
he's-
party.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Rania-
came from the south.
We did, in fact,
I will not watch my mouth, young one.
God damn it.
we traveled through the marsh and we ended up in Hamlet Heights before we came back into the swamps once again to investigate further.
Curious.
I heard a rumor that some of my people were here, but he looks back at the mound. It would seem that we came a bit late.
I
At
don't.
this point, Dash
I don't
would
believe
join
it's
the
too
party.
late. The sun is still up. They should answer properly. It is not like we are asking them at 2 in the morning.
He looks at them. I have scanned this area. I'm the only halfling around.
Scan?
Who's
What's
alive?
that?
I have asked the forest if they could tell me if there were any more of my kind here. There is the only ones left. He points at the burial mound. Are under there. And besides the
Well, what are we
worms and the
waiting
dirt,
for?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh god, we're going grave digging. What?
What do you mean,
Huh?
what are we waiting for?
Dash, you're far away. You're investigating the mound.
Wait, what? What?
I said Dash rejoined the party at this point. You keep cutting me
Gwendolyn's
off.
just holding her head like, oh god, I'm not gonna be able to last with this. I
Rania-
said, what are we waiting for? What? Have you trouble hearing?
What is it you intend to do?
What do you mean we are not too late? That is a burial mound. The only thing that
So
we
it
would-
is!
And do you know what is inside of a burial mound?
Depending on the time from death or unconsciousness, usually bioorganic matter and worms.
Yes.
If only I was a high enough level to cast it. Yeah.
Looks to Undulin. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Rania,
Hmm?
that spell of yours. Can you ask it to find living halflings?
He looks at him.
Is that
I
something
will.
you can specify rather than just halflings?
He tilts his head. Maybe.
Try it and do it fast. Time might be of the essence.
Alright. He lets out a sigh and he casts Commune with Nature as a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks again, specifying living halflings in the area.
You attempt to enter living into the DOS box and it nulls out. It does still say there are halflings underneath that pit. And also about 2 kilometers to the northeast.
He squints.
There's
What?
more halflings.
It seems like I have a ping.
What about living?
You have
Just
a
living.
fling? You lucky boy! I should congratulate you on wooing the fairer sex.
There does seem to be some living halflings to the northeast of us. Which... Northeast, I guess that would be like here?
East.
That means
Oh my god.
Dash looks at the map.
Off the map?
If we go further northeast, yeah, we're going off the map.
Oh no, off the map.
I guess we just gotta hope that there's not a poor soul buried alive in that mound.
From the mound.
Rania looks at the mound.
You do sense 4 distinct halfling bodies inside that mound.
You
You
know,
detect
actually-
life force, but again, it could just be decomposition.
Well, Rania goes to approach the mound. He kneels down and prays.
I just had an idea.
Wait. I had an idea himself.
Did we have the same idea?
Maybe. Rania tries to use his silent speech to connect
had-
with any living thing.
We had the same idea.
He doesn't have to
Do
see
you
it.
have visual on the halfling?
You don't
It
have to
has
say-
never said that he had to have visual.
Do you know what you're reaching out to?
I'm just reaching out in general. Television creature, the creature can understand share its language. It's intelligence one way at a time. Doesn't specify.
Yeah,
I need
if
to
he
see
knows the direction of the creature and if it's within range, it sounds like he can reach out.
But you're planting it inside a specific head.
Well, he knows where the bodies are, right?
it. He does know precisely where they are because he asked the forest. I mean, if I can't do this, I'll go to Plan B, which would be him disturbing the graves, which I imagine Owl would frown upon. But,
grave robbing isn't
Owl,
the
stag,
worst thing we've done.
coyote.
Well, is that something he's able to try, though?
Owls is the domain of death.
That is true. That would kind of look kind of bad on him. So,
Of course, he can also do the rites to bless the area, which he was planning on doing anyway before they left.
well then, go ahead and do your. Oh,
We're trying to get the answer. Can he silent speech?
go for it.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Like you need
Time
a
to define
specific.
it!
You need to have like a specific target, and not just a point. You need like an idea of a person.
All right. Rania says a prayer over the graves, and he also prays to Owl, telling you that he apologizes for
Owl, forgive me.
what he must do to verify the life of his kin. And so he transforms into a giant giant mole.
Mole!
I believe a
I
giant mole
say,
would have.
a druidic practicer. How fascinating!
He begins to dig.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't do that.
Oh god.
Dig, dig, dig.
I think he's trying to figure out if there's anyone alive down there. 'cause
Yes,
he's
but you'll
been
disturb
sensing-
them.
What?
Sure.
I know the druidic burial practices. I can put it back.
Wait, what do you mean disturb them if they're alive?
What do you... Fel says aloud and clear to the dude, because I forgot to write his name down.
Corden.
What? Corden, to Corden. To Corden. What do you mean, disturb them?
That's a good question.
They're in the middle of something. Don't bother them. That's a bad.
Rania, you may want to stop.
Rania stares back at Corden.
What do you mean they're in the middle of something?
They're in the middle of a ritual, of course.
A ritual underground.
The transition to manhood.
Wait, what?
They must trust themselves. They must trust themselves to the balance of death. And they sleep under the ground for 5 days and 5 nights.
This is a new one to me. Must be another tribe's method.
I'm so confused.
You and
Well,
me.
we may want to put that dirt back then.
The Corden's already beating it to it and is like smoothing it. Such insolence!
I mean, how were we supposed to know that?
I could bury you.
Rania?
Rania doesn't say that out loud. He's still in mole
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, he's silent speaking.
Eh?
Rania shrugs.
Besides, you want the coherent ones. you should head towards, I think there was a settlement or a village. They keep moving. Probably due to the evil forces nearby.
What
Tiamat's chosen.
Not necessarily, but it could be.
No, I don't feel freezing. I appreciate it, though.
God
Your
damn it.
concern.
Run its
Ancestors
into
hate
Corden's
me.
head. Do you mean Tiamat's chosen? The cultists.
Cultists? I hate cultists! They ruin everything! Everything peaceable we set out to do! Man, cultists! Puh!
Naturally. But is that who you mean?
I have only heard rumors and passings of this Tiamat's chosen.
That hasn't answered my question.
Also, we didn't talk about TMS chosen. You're the one who said that.
Wait, no,
I
you
asked
guys... Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, we can't hear Rania, remember? He's speaking into his
Yeah,
head.
because Rania said Tiamat's chosen into his head.
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say, no, you're not pulling this. Aha! NCIS solved. Like, no, you're not
No.
pulling this on me. I listened.
Well, regardless, Dash is like, may want to
I
pop
never
out of the
mentioned the
mole.
cat.
May want to pop back to normal, Rania. We're gonna start heading northeast.
I know saw a sign turns back into halfling form. Alright.
But by the way, Corden, we sensed a draconic presence heading north from the south.
You will not sell me
Was
any
that-
tonics, young man.
Oh my God, Rania, can you tell him what I'm trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
Is he the dracon? You sensed a draconic presence moving north from the south. Is that him?
Rania looks over at Corden. Are you a dragon?
Do I look like a dragon, youngling?
Rania looks over at Dash. He is not in fact a dragon.
That's not what. Never mind. Let's just get in the cart.
Alas, transport. How I've missed the steady clip clop of the push pucks. The beasts of burden. How glorious their trade.
Dash sighs. Well, I guess this is a thing now.
Not the worst thing that's happened to us.
Get in.
I appreciate it. And he climbs
Dash,
right up.
Dash is 110% done with this shit.
110%, that's more than a lot.
He is very over this by now.
Corden
more
Golo,
than-
traveling monk, at your service.
Monk.
He said
Monk.
it earlier.
Monk. That was me out of character, like, monk!
Alright, so is everyone in the cart?
Yeah, at this point, yes.
Northeast we go. Oh boy, are we getting a new map?
New map? Fight. Fight.
There's gotta be other creatures that have a burrow speed other than a giant badger.
Badger.
What the fuck? That's
First
not
one was a
age.
mole.
Badger mushroom,
not.
mushroom.
Why?
Why not?
Let me regale you, young people.
You guys are weird. Saying badger.
Badger.
For
badger.
570 years have I wandered.
Wait. Didn't you say he was a half elf? Or was he a full elf?
I misspoke. He's a full elf. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was worried, like, what?
There is
Yeah, I was about to say.
He does look
I might
half
not
elven
know-
in some respects, but the more you get to him, like, he does have really defined elven features.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I might not know a lot about elves, but I know half-elves don't live that long.
His tanned skin tells you he might be of the wooden variety.
Okay, that makes sense.
For over 5 centuries, I have determined to craft my own way in the world, and so I have!
As what?
My own specialty! I have founded the way of Jammage.
I'm not even going to ask.
What the f- I can't do what the
Dash has just given up.
You see, I have taken note of how very breaking of games that mages can be in combat. So, I constructed a monk path where I can counter and jam mages' powers.
So you're a mage killer.
I do not prefer that route. I prefer the more comfortable term of jammage.
Felt kind of like stares like, oh.
As someone who is a mage killer in another game, god damn it.
As someone who is a mage.
Do you know what kind of monk this is?
I'd be fucking surprised if you did.
No, I don't know what type of monk this is, but I know an anti-mage.
I'm assuming it's a homebrew.
Quite possibly.
Well, one of the biggest counters to a monk is a mage.
And I don't think we've run into many spellcasters yet, but I get the feeling that's gonna change soon.
Why do you think I have Dispel Magic on me at all times now?
I have not met anyone new in this area for quite some time. I have been wandering the greeneries. I did meet a very handsome bear, though. He was quality.
Bear?
A bear?
Arky?
Not all bears
I believe
are
his name was Artie.
Yeah, that sounds like it was Arky.
So, not all bears, huh?
Not all bears.
Have you met a human luck cleric who worships Fault?
That's a lot of words to misconstrue, dude.
Have you met a human?
A
Look!
human cleric at fault?
Run him if you would, please.
I convey the thing he tried to say.
I think I know the Hamlet Heights people worship Fault, but I have not met a cleric from there. No, sorry.
Yes. Well, hopefully the ghost wights have seen
It
our
has been
friend.
awful spooky in these swamps, though, especially since those terrible hooded figures moved in south.
Again, you never told me whether or not those were the cultists.
They didn't act culty around me while I was hiding from them.
I suppose that's fair.
Maybe one.
They acted pretty culty around us.
You know, as they tried to kill us.
To be fair, a lot of people try to kill us.
These ones with a passion.
That's a shame. You seem fair folk. You haven't even attacked me yet.
I think they may have been trying to capture us, actually.
I mean, to be fair, would we have a reason to try to attack you?
I may have considered it when I first met him.
That's just mean.
But
You
How
don't
long
mind
did-
if I smoke in your wagon, do you? As he immediately lights another cigarette with his previous cigarette.
Bundles says, no. I smoke all the time. All day, every day.
you're not.
I'm sorry if my smoke chokes you, young one.
He's 35.
That's him. Well, whatever.
How old is Bundle, actually?
Bundle is,
Like 29?
yeah, like 29.
35.
So fucking Dash and Feliana are the babies of the group.
Babies.
More or less.
I mean, Undalin's probably up there in years.
But not.
See.
Undalin's probably the oldest.
Yeah,
honestly.
Dash is only 24.
I don't know how old Umberlin is.
And so this one time, I decided to swat at a mage with a giant fly swatter. I found it very convenient and clever.
I wish I had earmuffs right now.
Speaking of Underlin, how has she been handling this guy?
Yeah, seriously. I'm surprised
You
she
look
hasn't tried
over
to
her and
slug
she
him.
stuffed her ears full of fluff.
I wish I had ears to do that.
Fel kind of looks at Bundle like, I hope you weren't planning on stealthing him soon.
I just had a stupid idea.
Bundle just looks to Fel and says, if I want to stealth, you won't find me. You guys are the ones who should be worried.
How much time passes until we come across something
You
going
spend another hour traversing towards another as Mr. Cordon Golo regales you with even more tales of what he's seen and what he's experienced, as finally you come over a hill to see nothing.
Huh?
A vast empty plain of nothing.
Rania vaguely wishes he still had one of those diamonds that we could get for him.
I mean, there's a couple stumps.
Might want ritual cast again on you.
Rania sits cross-legged in the cart and begins ritual casting.
As you cast it, there is like a neon glow under the ground.
Rania blinks.
I knew it!
And even weirder, this place is muddy and mucky and swampy as all hell.
The fuck? Rania squints, looks around. It would seem that these halflings are subterranean in nature, which is interesting.
I do agree! These Ghostwise are very brainy!
Maybe the stumps are how we get in?
That would be about right for some of them.
Dash approaches one of the stumps and knocks on it.
How far down did it say it were?
You tap one side of it, nothing. You tap another side, it's so rotten your fist almost goes to the stump.
Oh, alright, that was a bad idea.
And you stumble backwards, and there are also little wooden platforms placed through the swampy area. It seems as like platforms to avoid the swampy shit.
I guess we start trying to look for an entrance.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So either that or just stand here looking awkward.
Dash starts trying to find an obvious entrance.
Alright, investigation checks.
Fel tries to find a not obvious entrance.
Well, that's a whole lot of nope.
That's a whole lot of nope.
Shit, hang on.
I think that's a 10.
That's still a 10. Yeah, 8.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Would Rania technically have advantage?
He
Possibly.
he is not familiar with the subterranean crowd.
Yeah, this is a whole nother kind of tribe.
Well, investigation,
But
Rania.
Rania does poke himself in the head. Oh,
A new fantastic
14.
point of view.
Not any better than Fel.
Alright, Dash and Bundle, you guys are just like, maybe there's a sinkhole? Like, you have to dive down to get to... Ugh. Bundle's just like, no, I don't want, do not want. Rania and Fel, you guys like, okay. Rania and Fel, you guys get the idea, like, okay, if they're trying to avoid they want it to not be seen. In order to not be seen, they hide in plain sight. In order to hide in plain sight, it would need to be an inconspicuous entrance. Which... Your first idea was a stumps, but that didn't work. It's like... And finally, Corden comes out and is like, ahoy!
Blank.
And he's waving. Past you.
Looks to where he's waiting.
And standing there, in a little ornamental cured leather cap and a leather apron, is a halfling with muddy brown complexion, a pair of goggles, and a towel on one shoulder and a what seems like a mirror, but it's folded in the other.
Dash looks to Rania.
Phil looks to Rania.
Rania looks over at the halfling.
You hear in your head, boo.
He squints. He turns over to the halfling, bows to him, and speaks into his mind. I welcome thee from the Hin tribe.
Oi, what's with your accent there?
Mind speaking with an accent.
Motherfucker!
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Does his mind speak have an accent?
I'm gonna cry.
The look on Rocket's face, it looks like when you hear the voice of a cousin that you vividly tried to avoid for the longest time, just called out your name in public.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Ah, fuck, bro, what you want?
Oh, wait, I got it. Cousin Nico, want to go bowling?
Hi, fuck, bro, what you want?
He looks like disapproving Kermit.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, I was playing Hollow. Oh god, I can't.
Do you mind, bro?
Okay. He speaks out loud. Greetings, fellow Hin tribe. I am Rania, acolyte of Lady Alpha.
He silent speeches into your head. That's not a halfling name.
Swint. He speaks into his mind. My name is Cody Windfall.
That's more like it. Hey, fuck, bro, what you want?
Are they still speaking in each other's heads, or is he
Yes.
speaking out loud? Okay.
The other halfling has not spoken out loud yet.
Anyone else feel kind of awkward with the assignments right now?
A bit.
I am currently in search for the rest of our people. We seek shelter and information.
Well, fuck, bro. Why didn't you just send, like, a letter or something?
Why the fuck
tortoise
are you
mail.
gonna phone?
Why is he the Canadian? Why is he the fucking Canadian Inquisition from Helsinger Break?
Shalom.
No, the Canadian ones, the fucking
exactly.
Red Army or whatever.
Oh, how's about that, eh?
Yeah, there you go.
Literally does sound like some of my fucking cousins.
Fuck,
How
bro.
about that, eh?
You want to play some stickball?
God damn it.
Right.
How about that?
Okay,
What have you got against this?
what was that?
Anyhow,
Anyway,
what, you don't know the way in, bro?
Shakes his head. My people does not make their homes underground.
Why not? It's safer. Don't you know that, bro?
Wanda puts his hand up his chin for a moment, like, you do have a point.
It's pretty basic. God, it's almost like you're not a real halfling, bro.
Oh shit.
ouch.
Come on, they teach you this in basic rudimentary tribal fashions.
I come from a different tribe.
Well, that's your loss then. Anywho, move out the way, bro.
You know, it's
I just got done sunning myself over there in the glade.
a bit late in the day to sun yourself. Since, like you said, it was coming to evening when we were a while back.
Pardon, bro. The rest of you just see
Anyway.
him, like, flit his hands as in, move away, please.
I guess we move away.
Yeah, Philly's back.
And the halfling just skips on over the platforms. And gets to a medium-sized one and pulls out a twig, sticks it into a knothole, and a door pops up from one side of the platform.
What?
And he just slides it open. He's like, well,
Wanda looks in, looks over as companions. Sure,
Will they
That's just for
even
them
let
to
us
come in.
in?
Yeah, our non-halflings welcome.
he looks over
are
at...
your friends safe, bro? They're not here to, like, steal and cheat and get us all drunk again, are they, bro?
Oh boy,
We're not falling for
Underland's
that
gonna
crap
love
again,
this.
bro.
Rania looks over at the other halfling. They do not show signs of being the Nigoloshi.
Aye, your word against ours, bro. Anyway, come on in. And he just crawls on inside, and as you look closer, you see lining this hole in the ground are clay bricks.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
Question. Because I know it needs to be asked. How big is this hole compared to Dashing,
Huh.
who is 6'7"?
I mean, it goes down a ways, but it might be a little bit of a tight squeeze for you getting in.
Oh, this. I just realized I am not going to be very halfling supplement friendly.
No, you are not.
Unfortunately, I do not have the spell Enlarge Reduce.
Let's get this over with. And then after Rania goes first, Dash will try to squeeze his way.
Someone get behind him. Push.
It fell for
I
seats to
can
push.
assist you, fair traveler!
Oh God.
Fell for seats to push.
You feel some very gentle hands on your
Oh.
calves. Like, easy now! Do not force it! This foundation could be unstable if you thrash like a rabid
Resist the
water gator.
Resist the urge to kick, Dash. Resist the urge to.
Raja tries to help using his mind whip spell.
I have an idea! Hold!
Wait, did I actually get
he-
stuck?
He places down his backpack and starts digging through it. He's like, no! Oh no!
Did Dash
No.
legitimately
Aha!
get stuck?
And he pulls out a little wooden container.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
And he's like, aha! This lard will help!
No.
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 And he just takes out a butter knife and just starts, like, just
Oh, yes.
slathering
Oh, yeah.
Dash's sides with lard.
Oh God, damn it.
Meanwhile, Phil and Butler are just like in the back, like, okay.
Bundle's just enjoying this.
Bundle, you're just like, you know what? Fair.
You didn't answer me, by the way. Did Dash actually get stuck?
Your hips did.
Those are the thinnest part of him.
Well, that doesn't mean shit, apparently.
You're not very good at assuming the popsicle stick position.
Christ.
Doing good there, Dash?
What do you think?
Mario is currently trying to pull him by his head tendrils. Like, come on,
Well,
buddy.
he actually doesn't have tendrils.
Okay.
He has
He grabs
horns.
onto his
Give
horns.
it one more minute. I should get him all properly oiled.
Dash, buddy, you need to lose some weight.
Fuck you.
And after about a minute, he claps his hands and gives you a good push, and you just slide right down.
Thunk. Oh, God.
Do I have to make a dex save?
You
You guys
were
remember that? Did
directly
you
in
guys
the
ever see
way.
The Borrowers?
Yeah.
Remember that underground contraption they ride down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what's happening with Ronnie and Dash now.
Ah!
For about 10 seconds, and then they crash into a pile of leaves.
One went down my throat. Swallowed a leaf.
It could have been worse. It could have been manure.
That's fair.
Okay.
Fel looks to Bundle. Bundle and gestures towards the door.
Bundle just shrugs, starts going towards the door.
Hey, be sure to pull the door shut behind you, bro.
Bundle does so.
Don't want none of those carnivorous owls coming in here, you know.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Or none of those weird hooded bastards. None of that, bro.
Oh.
Not now.
Vanya squints. I see that,
The way of Lady Owl is here.
Lady Owl does not bless all of the halfling tribes, it seems. Or maybe they did something to upset her. I don't know yet.
And as you guys
Either way,
pull on down, you find yourself in an alley of sorts.
of the Dagon.
Okay.
And in the distance, around a couple corners, you see some orange amber light.
How high is the ceiling?
It's only about 6 foot tall at the highest.
Yeah. Yeah, Dash is probably crouching. Or at the very least, very hunched over.
God, this is gonna be horrible for Dash's back.
Young man, why are you crouching?
He's very tall.
I am taller than the ceiling. Why do you think?
He taps you on the shoulder, and as you turn around, he tosses you a little bottle that has a little note attached. Drink me.
Fucking.
No. Are you hold up. I'm curious, is he gonna be shorter than Fel?
Yeah, he just chugs it without a second thought.
After all.
Fine.
Basically.
And
Oh,
he's now a little
God.
bit shorter than Chucky.
Wait, what?
What?
How tall am I right now?
You are about 3'4".
What the
Still
fuck?
bigger than Rania.
I am not gonna try to do a small Dashigan voice. That is not
What
gonna be
the
possible.
fuck?
Meanwhile, Fel's just like, well,
No, your vocal cords don't change that much.
Say again.
Your vocal cords don't change that much. It's
Yeah.
slightly higher pitch, but only slightly. You'd have to really dig into it to figure it out.
I'm just glad your throat changed along with you.
Meanwhile,
This
Fel's just like, well, aren't you adorable?
Probably
Hey,
as a
hey,
child.
little
I
guy.
can imagine Dashkin just sitting there pouting.
Oh no! Oh no!
When Bundle says, "Hey there, little guy," he actively kicks Bundle in the shin.
Bastard!
You little shit!
You know what? No juice box for you, you little bitch.
Fuck you!
Basically.
Oh
And as you follow,
Still adorable.
as you follow the other halfling down the alley, he turns left, and he cuts across another alleyway, and at the end you see a stall. And as you guys get closer and closer, you hear gentle pattering. It's not like an active marketplace, but it sounds like it's very zen. And as you guys come out, you glance and see just a very dense amount of halflings sitting cross-legged on the ground in a semicircle, facing outward towards...
Oh god, I just realized. Did my equipment shrink down with me?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
It's only... unless the sword can imbibe the potion.
Does that mean the pants as well?
I'm gonna be generous and say no.
Okay, so the pants did shrink down. Thank God.
They're a bit light around the waist, but yeah.
Christ. Well, he would ask someone to bring his gear with them, since obviously he can't do that right now.
And as you clutch out towards those little stall exitway, you come upon this mass of like 30-40 halflings just sitting there, facing away from you, as they seem to all be in meditation of sorts.
Meditation, you say?
And as the other halfling gets settled and goes into a little clay dwelling to assumedly change, from behind you comes the sound of "Ahoy! The mass of halflings I seek!"
I dropped my phone because I wasn't expecting that. Jesus Christ, man.
And surprisingly, there is not a mass turnaround.
Ah,
Only
Yay.
one turns around. An old, wizened, gray, salt and pepper faced halfling woman who stands up in this robe and starts walking slowly towards the group.
By the way, how tall is Ronnie again?
3'2"?
Okay, at least I'm still taller than Rania.
3'4" actually.
God damn it, we're the same height.
damn
Ah.
it! They could be brothers!
And that's to horn tip. 3'4".
His horns don't really go that much upward.
Okay, anyway, the woman, the lady halfling approaches, very stern-faced. Ah! A matriarch! Pleasant! And welcome! She walks straight up to Corden,
Oh dear.
pulls out a stool, walks
God.
up it, stares him in the chest, and...
Oh dear.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Ah! I understand now. I apologize. I forgot to take into account the enclosed space underground and the medication.
Medication? Is that what he said? Medication or meditation?
I think he meant.
I think he meant meditation, but said medication.
And the matriarch looks around to the rest of you and locks eyes with Rania. Narrows her eyes.
She looks back at her. He inclines his head in a bow.
What does one of Owl's domain want with us?
Oh boy.
Are you an envoy of death? Young lost one. I can smell the feathers and blood on you. Have you freshly killed one?
Rania raises his head, looks at her. I am here as one of the Hin, not as an acolyte.
Can you speak up a little
Lady
bit?
Owl.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Sorry. I am here as one of the Hin, as one of the Ghost Wives, not as an envoy of Lady Owl, nor as an acolyte as of yet. I do not come to guide anyone's spirit. That is not my duty.
Your hands are freshly stained with the dirt of ritual.
Yotasai, that was a misunderstanding. It seems your customs and my own people's have some differences between ours.
You are very perceptive.
He smiles.
Is this out loud or is this all in head?
This is silent speech.
Okay.
Yeah. So to us, they're just staring at each other.
Yeah, and we're just like,
Rania looks back at his companions and seems his head. I am sorry, but this is probably going to be a thing.
The halfling turns to the rest of you and says, "If you will please be seated over there. Thank you."
Okay.
And they just point out there is a big ol' like amphitheater type dwelling over in the corner where they've got some anchored seating. The roof is a bit higher here, like now it's 8 feet tall. But yeah, it just rises up.
I drank that potion for nothing. He
Well,
says
it was
quietly
still 5-foot corridor heading all the way to here.
Okay, so I would have gotten stuck then if I
Yeah.
did not drink that potion.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have.
and I still look adorable.
Dash just sighed.
I want Feliana to put you into her lap.
Christ.
And
Oh, Dash heads that way.
If the matriarch continues staring in-depthly at Rania. All right, lost one. You have 1 minute to explain why you are here, before I have you escorted out. Briskly.
I seek information.
Go to a library.
Looks around. Doesn't seem to be any here yet. I am here to connect with the Hin in this territory. I am also here to assist my companions who have lost others in the swamp. And I am here to take care of a problem that seems to be plaguing the swamp of late.
You talk of the chosen, those who call themselves chosen.
He nods. The chosen of a foreign.
You are not the first to challenge the chosen. I doubt you will be the last. Many have done have sought the path you seek, Lost One? Why do you think we have so clearly gone underground?
He looks around.
Then
So
again,
this
we've
is
been
it.
underground for centuries at this point, but the order still stands. We could go up and to our summer houses, but we dare not.
So the Chosen have
Your mic cut out, Rania.
been causing a wealth of trouble. Hello?
We're here.
I do.
I was speaking
The
again.
Chosen have decided to make our homeland their business now. At least as far as we can tell, we have not heard from them in a few weeks now. Though we still have scouts out every bit. From safe distances, of course. But our scouts have not turned up any new information for at least 7 days.
Rania nods. I would like to propose arrangement. Give
Oh,
us-
a diplomat now.
Nods. I did so with the Wild Elves. My own lands. I can extend peace between our tribes as well. Or at
As
least
this
that
is
was
going
my
on,
intention.
a couple of halflings come over to the rest of the group and hand out little sponge cakes to you guys.
Oh,
Yay.
thank you.
Food.
Right, they're on
Nom.
handing out poutine.
Dash obviously still a little grumpy, but trying to be polite. Thank you.
Hey, your portion is probably like extra large.
God
At
damn
least
it.
you.
It's a pretty healthy sized sponge cake.
Nice. Love sponge cakes.
The smaller you are, the less food you have to eat. Or maybe the more you get to.
But he just quietly eats.
Anywho, what is this alliance you seek?
Arrangement. Not an
Arrangement.
alliance of yet.
2 words, same meaning.
Shakes his head. An arrangement is simply a dealing. An alliance would mean that we would have a relationship still. I would like to work towards an alliance.
For now, I'll have to say.
But yes, if you can give us information, or as much as you have, the Chosen and our lost companions, we will use said information and any powers that we have at our disposal to clear out these Chosen.
That is all well and good, but what have you to offer us now?
Well, what do you desire? You have
Peace for one,
Every-
but looks at the group.
peace will
They
take
don't
some
seem the
time.
most peaceful tribe. Your warriors.
Rania lets out a sigh. As I'm beginning to discover, sometimes there needs to be. Sometimes peace cannot make. There must be conflict before peace can be realized.
That still does not answer what you are willing to offer in return for your precious information and arrangement. There has to be another side to this arrangement. Unless you want me to start making my own arrangements, in which case, oh, you're adorable.
Again, a lot of dealings usually come down to what does the other want? We want information, and you want... He goes silent as he looks at her.
Your palm.
He tilts his head.
Give me your palm.
I'll get it back, right?
Eventually.
He squints. If it's a dealing, I am already back. And I don't think you want to have words with the one who has bound.
Before I decide if I'm going to arrange with such a party as you, I need to see your palm.
Manya pauses for a moment, or relenting, as he extends the palm.
She takes it. She's more gentle than you expected. Hand still sort of like halfway between moisturized sandpaper and just really dry sponges.
It is clear that your people have some reluctance against Lady Owl.
If I want you to talk, I will ask you. Give me a moment of silence, please.
He tilts his head.
She inspects your palm, scratches at a couple of the lifelines, and finally places both her hands on top of yours in like a sandwich and meditates for a minute.
Rania puts up no resistance. He allows whatever she's doing.
If you're there, you don't even really feel anything except coarse, papery hands. And after a minute, she opens her eyes, a frown on her face. You're not here to spread a curse to my people, are you?
Hello?
Goddamn Discord.
There he is.
Mind.
What was the last thing you heard?
It sounded like the old lady was about to say something. Like after the...
Like she releases his hand with a frown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear what she said.
So, it is not merely of chivalry you come here. It is because you are on a time limit. Tell me, you weren't planning on spreading your curse to my people, were you?
These links, as far as I know, they can be or shared. I also don't know for a fact. I, in fact, don't know how to.
Your mic's breaking up, Denim.
1 second.
It's okay.
That's
Carnival.
Their sponge cake
There
was
you go.
pretty good.
Can you hear me?
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rania looks at the matron and blinks at her. I do not, in fact, know a lot about the. I do not believe it can be transferred as as given, and pretty sure it cannot be shared.
I have seen your kind before, Lost One.
And what do you mean by this?
I mean, you are not the first of her cloth to come here seeking a release.
He blinks. I do not seek release here.
No?
I intend to race.
Your mic keeps breaking up still. You intend to what from?
1 second.
Oh,
Better?
As far as we can tell.
for now, yeah.
I do not plan on being released from this curse. At least not by anyone else but her. In fact, I do not quite see it as a curse. But that is beyond the point. If we have time later, we can speak of it more. But it is not a part of the dealing.
Oh, goody.
I am not
Oh,
here.
goody. A masochist.
He shakes his head. I just have purpose in what I will do under her. But I have something I wish to accomplish before then. My own people are in trouble of their own. They are being preyed upon by dangers of their own. But again, this is not a part of our deal. What I want is to take care of this problem with a cultist, not for my own sake, but for the sake of one of my companions. If you are at all put in a better position, that is in fact better for all of us involved. And I would not see it as a bad thing if you were able to reclaim your homelands. I do not have any hostility towards you or yours. We are still both Hin. We still come from the same root, even if you are of a different branch.
Your words speak well enough. All right. Are you the sole strategist of your clan?
Ranya shakes his head. I am simply one of the troublemakers who were bold enough to leave my clan.
I did not mean that clan.
He looks over at his group. I don't think I have been much of a strategist for them. I
Well, then.
likely should
Well,
take
then.
the time.
Well, then we best open up the conversation then.
Not
And she releases your hand, and
Phil is patting Dash against head.
Dash wants to fight it, but given his relationship with
It
Feliana,
is head
he's
pats.
willing.
he wants to fight it, but it actually feels really good.
Nice.
It's like when the Kamui gets washed in Kill la Kill. This is terrible. No, actually, that's not that bad.
Oh my god.
He just looked. He just has his eyes closed, like.
Scritch, scritch, scritch.
Suddenly, the matron is right in front of all 5 of you.
Hi.
Hello.
Malark holds out an open palm, face up.
Dash attempts to imitate that motion, dashing up the Vithcatril.
She slaps your hand and flips it over.
Oh, he doesn't fight it.
Looks to the rest of you. I am Corden Golo! Pleased to meet you! Slaps her hand and she's like...
He does not represent us, just saying that now.
The rest of you have names, I assume.
Fell mimics the motion, emotion, and let me get the name here. Feliana Visavein Alienif Itadarel.
Undolin, her mouth full of sponge cake. Undolin McClear! Places her hand on top.
Bundle picks up the rear and says, "Bundle of arrows."
I'm collecting names.
Cute. Anywho, since you are in need of sorts, and we must discuss this further, I invite you to my chambers, and points to the stall where you guys entered, where there is now a simple table set up with a tartan, a tablecloth, and a gourd with a candle sticking out of it. Let us talk. We're gonna skip ahead to you guys are sat down. There, you're all ready.
All right.
So,
Yep, said that.
you want to take care of the cultists, so your diplomat so aptly put it.
Dash again goes from that pouty look he had to to looking serious.
You know, you're not the first we've had to deal with who have had encounters with the cultists.
I like saying that a lot.
I imagined not. I know for a fact that me and my people weren't the only ones they destroyed.
Well, I mean the ones that came to us.
Dash nods.
Granted, you were intentional. They seem to have stumbled upon us by accident due to Barney's most unfortunate habit. Looks over to the one who you guys met outside.
Slow blink.
Looks to Barney.
Yeah.
Who was Barney?
Looks to who I assume was the sunbathing halfling, and just slowly blinks at him with a look of, really?
You're just sitting there munching. You're just sitting there munching on a whole dry cob of corn. Anywho, so you wish to take on the Chosen, or those that call themselves the Chosen? How quaint. What's your plan?
Can't really form a plan until we know more about the ones in this area. I personally figured we'd try to gather as much information on them as possible before formulating a plan.
We nearly went in without as much information as we required, and well,
Took out about 5 of them before we had to retreat.
and Dash nearly died.
The tiny lizard was with them, wasn't he?
At the very least, we made him run first.
He might have also been on a time crunch. It varies.
He did a number on our friend here. He says, poking Dash in the side.
Yes, he seems
Stop.
much smaller than most Dragonborn.
Which I hope is temporary. Normally I'm 6'7", but that height is.
Of course you are, dear.
Fel looks to the Fel looks to looks to.
So you have no plan, you have no
Chibi
information,
Dashkin.
you intend to use us as your information brokers, or...
Well, we're also looking for friends of ours, and we are hoping you may have seen them. And if we can find our friends, we might.
I'm impressed you
Potential.
lot managed to have friends, the way you just burst in on people all the time.
To be fair, we were invited in.
Yeah. Barry, you said his name was?
Barney.
Sorry. Barney was the one who let us in.
We were having we were being, we were very wary because we didn't know if you all wanted us here or not.
Well, since you will be staying with us for a brief period, I guess it's best to inform you that, as I mentioned before, you are not the first ones we've encountered with the Chosen. Follow me, please.
Okay.
Follows.
Follows.
And you descend into like a wooden stairwell area that looks like some druid actually forced a tree to grow in the form of like stairs down.
Wow.
Like branches just in the shape of basic square stairs. It's also like 5 branches right next to each other.
Okay.
And as you descend, you smell... There's not a lot of sound going on, just because it seems very zen. The smell of clay is there, obviously, but there's also a hint of herbs in the air. You can't tell if that's her natural odor or perhaps something you're heading towards. And as you enter this pavilion underground, you see a pair of halfling nursemaids wearing standard paper uniforms, tending over. My lady, how goes it?
Hey,
Great,
that reminds me of
great,
those
Gwendolyn. How are the foursome?
Foursome.
It's not what you think.
One of them's still pretty grumpy, but why? Do you need to interrogate them again? No. Well, not exactly, but we need to see them. All right, my lady, you know best. Especially with strangers about. And they step aside, and the Lady Malark, steps forward to a curtain, unfurls it, and you see a human, a half-orc, a halfling, and a black tabaxi sitting in beds upright.
I assume we all recognize who we recognize.
It takes a while for your eyes to adjust to the light.
But once you do,
But eventually, the first one to speak is the similarly dark-furred tabaxi's like, "Oh, God, you idiot! You got mixed up in this, didn't you?"
I'm the idiot, he says Bundle, almost snappishly. Who's the one who got herself locked into this in the first place and
Dash?
doesn't even try to write?
Tara?
Is it?
Right?
And then Ranya's buddy, who he never knew was even here.
Yeah. So Ranya's currently, I guess it's Kid is over there then?
Yep.
Okay. He's currently staring over at Kid. A smile kind of plays across his face, as I imagine a smile might be across Kid's as well.
Well, I guess this
You look
saves
funny.
us. I guess this saves us the questions if you've seen our friends.
Ah, so these are your friends. I guessed right. Well, one less problem for me to deal with. You can take them out with you.
Gladly, because me and my sister have plenty to talk about.
Oh, shut up, you.
Don't make me.
I have a job to do. You...
How bad was it, Amir?
We may not have been prepared for the really weird stuff. There was like a headless... No, wait. It was a bodiless dwarf. Right? Yeah, it was a head.
Rania speaks in the kid's mind. Have they been treating you well?
Shrugs. Had worse.
Nods. So how goes the hunt?
The trail's gone a bit cold. Especially now that we're underground and I haven't been able to go outside in like a month.
Why are you here?
We stumbled in here after being assaulted by cultists. After we got trapped in an underground bunker with scary bugs. And a bodiless dwarf.
And the displacer beasts.
Can't forget the displacer beast.
And the
Those
centipede.
assholes.
There was,
Those
also
were
that
the bugs.
there was also that penguin,
Yeah.
but
What
He
happened?
died.
No, we ate him.
God!
Yeah.
Did kids
Look.
say that out loud?
Rania was speaking to him
He
and
collapsed of a heart attack. We couldn't just let all that good meat go to waste when we were hiding out in the woods.
Rania
Christ.
takes a breath, nods. I suppose. Alright.
And Silk speaks up like, Mom and Dad didn't send you, did they?
Bundle.
Silk speaks up, Mom and Dad didn't send you, did they?
No, I went on my after finding out that you have been away from your post for, say, a month or so.
Not my fault.
Uh-huh. So says and he puts up air quotes, the one in charge should things go wrong. Is that quite what you said last time I saw you?
I have no such knowledge of such an encounter. You must be dreaming.
He starts... Who here knows Elvish?
I do.
Rania does.
I think it's just you and Rania.
Just me and Rania?
Yeah,
Okay.
because only you two could understand. Shit. No. No.
About how that little shit show has been since he had to go and track her down. It's and basically saying it's not my fucking job to save your ass. And it goes into a quite a few tabaxi like stereotypes.
Rania tried to tune this out because it sounds like a family matter.
It
Meanwhile-
is.
My shit.
Considering Dash had a sister, is he able to tell that this is obvious sibling stuff, even though he cannot understand?
Here's the thing. You guys are in darkness. They're the only ones lit, so they have trouble making you guys out. And Tara, especially, is like...
She has dark vision,
supposed to
remember?
know?
She's a half orc.
Flavor.
Remember the last time she saw you, you were blue.
Rania takes out a torch and lights it using druid craft.
Okay, I can't say anything. All right.
Let Feliana speak.
Go ahead.
Tara looks to Feliana and is like, you look like a tiefling I once knew.
I am a tiefling, you know, she says as she steps in the light. Now what the fuck are you doing here?
This isn't a phase you're going through, is it?
No, it was an accident, accident where I lost all.
What did you?
What
What
the
did you
fuck
fall?
are you?
What did you fall into a tub of bleach?
A drift cloud blew up in her face. Yes, she
Ha!
survived.
Ha! That's funny.
I'm going to murder you.
No, you won't.
Dash sighs as he walks into the light as well, so Amir can see him better.
Ah,
That-
there you are.
Single word about
You're-
lying right now, Amir. Not a single word.
I was gonna say, I thought you grew out of this.
I did, but I had to drink a thing to fit down here.
Fair, I guess.
Kid probably already recognizes Rania.
Yeah. Kid's like, oh yeah. Hey.
Do they have Lisa here as well?
Not to my knowledge.
She seems to still be busy then.
Eh.
So you guys ran into the cultists.
We ran into some cultists.
And you guys got your shit beat up.
We lost. Yeah, actually, we're up to 2 losses. We lost the deputy we went with, and, well, the penguin just died of a heart attack as soon as we asked him to do some cheap labor.
What did you do with the
Boink.
body?
What do you think we did? We buried it
Fair enough.
after we stripped it of all its flesh.
What?
Wait, what?
I believe they're saying they ate it.
Why?
Dash gives Amir a horrified look.
What? It was a bird.
I guess if it was just a bird, and not one of the walking, talking birds.
It's all kind of hazy. And yeah, Amir's just like, yeah, I don't like this mission so far.
Well, you're probably gonna hate us then, because we intend to try to, well, I guess finish this mission.
Oh shit, I thought at first you joined them and were trying to convert us. Oh, thank God.
Oh God.
Dash gives Amir a serious look. After what they did to me and my family, do you really think I would ever join those bastards?
I would hope not.
Good.
Hello! Who the hell's that?
Oh, that's
That's undeniable.
or is that Cordon speaking?
It's Corden.
Oh,
That's Cordon.
he just kind of hitched a ride with us when we started heading our
Neat. So you're here to take us back to civilization?
Yes and no.
That's part of it.
I really don't like this answer already. And we're gonna cut to black and pick it up next time.
Yay!
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 Bundle's just gonna be doing nothing but cat puns to his sister at this point.
Yeah. Once Phil finds out.
If Tabaxi could have a cat language, then yes, that will be what's happening.
If Phil when Phil discovers why the fuck, when the fuck, and how the fuck tears her, she's Tina.